And welcome, not back. We haven't been gone that long. Welcome to the 35th episode of Unravel. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, you're still there? Alright. Farrah's still in the background. Today we're going to be continuing, with our party as we always do.
Yes.
Luke is not going to be here in the beginning. He might show up mid-game somewhere. He was going to be running late. But we've been waiting for a bit, so we decided to start regardless. To quickly assess, we still in times of Corona, now that we're on Discord, we stream every Monday as well as every Saturday around the same time. Normally we attempt to start an hour earlier than it is right now. Another thing that I think is a bit important is go check out our YouTube. I see that we've gotten some increase in our followers on Twitch, but go check out our YouTube channel if you missed any of the streams or you want to check out the whole thing. Everything is uploaded on there, so you can see it as well. Atop that, we still do the DMs podcast every Wednesday. Last week was a little chaotic, but it was a change for a bit. Yeah. But next week we'll be back in the same way as we have been. So, where we last left off with the party. Oh God. That's because it's okay. Let's okay. We'll keep it on that for a second. After the party arrived in Sashao, you docked your ship and you got into some business, buying some supplies that were important, as well as paying for your ship to be docked there and for the wall to be built in the front of the ship to make sure that the summoning circle from Okath would not be disturbed in the time that you would be away. You also ordered some arrows and tried to find a way to easily make your travel to Dawnscar, the larger city to which you guys have to bring a package from Merv to the School of Evocation. You guys went to the stable master of the small port town that you were in, and you found out that this person has been plagued by what he presumed to be a wyvern that had been stealing his horses as well as some of his oxes, and he had offered you if you were able to kill the wyvern and show him proof that you had done so, that you could get whatever amount of horses he could give you for free, which could make your travel a bit easier. You laid there at night waiting for the wyvern to see if they would show up to grab an ox you guys had set out as a trap. They did show up and you guys did battle, although the wyvern managed to escape. You guys took the next 2 days tracking it deep and deep and deep into the forest, fighting off some of the creatures that had come to life there. Now that this forest had become very thick and overgrown, you managed to push through into the heart of the forest to a point where brush and or other types of forestation were getting very, very bad. But within all this mess, you found a large open field laid with the corpses of the horses and such that you were looking for that were stolen before, although completely covered in brambles and vines. You also found, or Friedrich to be more precise, found the person that the stablemaster had sent out earlier, the monster hunter who went after the wyvern, who possibly could be someone that Duzar, the bugbear you guys found on a ship, knew, saying he was always going after trying to get wyverns and other such flying creatures. You fought a set of drakes in a small ruin, who were laying atop and protecting some sort of small hoard of treasure and gold. Having killed these 2 drakes, you guys... Oh, there goes Max. Having killed these 2 drakes, you continued on preparing to loot the entire place, but you ended up hearing these heavy flapping of wings as what you presumed to be the wyvern was coming back to attack whoever had gotten into its lair. Now we gotta find out where... Oh, why internet's gone. That's pretty bad. So,
Yeah, I figured.
we are going to have to wait for a moment.
But now it's on screen.
Yes. So,
I wanted to add, by the way.
Yes.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear.
Oh, okay.
See if
I
I can
wanted to
get
add.
it right.
My character doesn't know that the guy that he found is the one that is.
No, because you weren't there with
his
the
friend search for.
You weren't there when the conversation happened between Henry and the rest of them. No, wait, you were there. So
I
the
was
hunch
there,
could be
but
there.
I don't know that the person that is lying there is the same one.
Well, you're also not sure that it is, just presumably.
None of us
Hmm.
really know.
Nobody knows that the person is there except for
No.
Friedrich. Because he's the only one that went out
But-
searching with the detect magic
But
terminal.
still, if we would see the guy, we wouldn't recognize him.
Possibly.
I mean,
He's-
we now
Bizarre
hear the
might,
flapping
but
of wings, and our stealth checks were absolute
Yes.
garbage.
No.
Yeah, there were
I
two
had-
ones and one two, and no, two ones and one three, and
I had
some other
I
things.
had a 12 with my plus 11.
Yeah.
Which wasn't
It is a 12, yeah, that's true.
No, you have a 1. I know the time you guys decided to hide in the ruin as the creature was approaching. The stealth
I'm just
checks
standing
were Duzar had a 20, which was pretty okay. Ned had a 12, not that okay. Then Thyrus had a 3, and both Locke and Friedrich had a 1.
I'm not hiding. I'm just standing there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you guys are
We
think
both-
you've hidden, but you guys are all cropped up in that one building. So, to quickly
I mean,
show the combat map right here, we have the creature approaching from this angle with the small creek, the river they were following right there. The party itself hiding in the small ruin right there, where some treasure and such had been covered by brambles, which is the 20-foot square. All these small brambles here are all
Yeah, hello.
all the horses and the cows and other creatures that have been eaten and devoured by the wyvern, and they are currently covered in brambles. This is the one that got exposed, and this is the person that Friedrich had found right
look
near.
who's back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Back again.
So,
Max
Cool.
is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back?
Yep.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
so with that,
Da, da, da.
as everybody is back, I would like for all of you to roll for initiative.
Initiative.
Oh wait, I got two. Yeah.
I have to get back in the rolling room. Oh
That's
no. What are all these?
Shout,
long
maybe it's the rolling room
conversations?
that's DDoSing your internet.
Yeah.
You good?
Why that sound?
I think
I
she's a
have
high
an
roll.
You
natural
got the natural
20.
20.
Oh,
I am
Yeah.
happy. I am really happy.
it's good for you.
Yeah, it's very good for me. Yeah. Because I
I
rolled a
didn't.
1 on my stealth.
Ah, yes.
check.
The 6.
Let's see.
Let's type this in. Da-da-da-do. Yes. Big stealth check.
Yeah, big stealth check from all of you. Friedrich, you're also
Wha- wha-
rolling
wha-
for Tyrus for now, and Ned, you also roll for Design.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Don't
true.
know if I have a sheet. Let's see.
He had a
What did he
Plus-
have for initiative? 1?
plus
right?
1, yeah. He has 12 decks. So plus
yeah.
1.
He's got a natural 20, so
Nice.
well, yeah. I'll say it when.
That's pretty high.
That's pretty high, boy.
Didn't know, bad boy.
You good?
Okay.
Yeah, I just need my character sheet
Yeah, okay.
because I have so much room here.
So it's 6. Okay, so 25 to 20.
20. Duh.
20 for
Was it
Tyrus.
natural 20 or unnatural?
A natural.
Unnatural.
Natural 20.
Natural.
Okay, so that puts you ahead of the.
What originally it wasn't 25.
So, and Tyrus had a natural 20. Okay.
19 plus 1.
20 to 15.
19.
19.
Wait, no, that's still too high. Sorry.
15 to 10.
15 for Dazar.
Alright. Ned, what you have?
Ned has an 8.
8? Okay.
Yes.
So that brings us to an order initiative of Blocket, Tyrus, Flibig, Tuzar, and then Ned. Alright. Let's see. Can we get... Can you call him real quick? See if Tyrus is going to show up. I gotta go grab... I gotta go... I'll be... Alright, so... Can you guys see the battle map? No, you can't.
No,
Good here.
what happened?
There goes the laptop.
Boy.
There finna goes the laptop. Holy sh...
It's still
Is it okay?
alive.
Okay,
This
it's
stream-
okay.
It's
so
okay.
professional.
We're super professional.
This
Alright.
reminds me of last week,
No, I'm
last
just fucking
Wednesday's stream.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a
Oh no, this is worse. This is unintentional. This is
chaos.
Well, that was also not intentional.
Hi.
well, yeah, that wasn't intentional, but
Chaos
I mean,
Crew
this is
was
just
one
all.
sec.
This is just this is way
Things
better. um, I
We're
can
not
see
even
a better map.
trying anything in here.
I mean,
Just
we're
happens.
trying. Just not.
Well, I
working.
didn't. I meant like my internet going off,
Oh,
the laptop falling.
Yeah.
Like, that's not
Oh, like
content.
that.
That just happens.
I mean,
It
it
could be
works.
content, I guess.
It is content, I guess.
Yeah, no, sure. It's not
Well-
intentional, but it's there.
Unintentional content. Who's clipping these? Is someone in chat clipping these?
I'm imagining not.
Nah. I mean, we could have, but yeah,
Yeah, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I mean,
This is the
I
stream
already
map.
know what it's gonna be, the combat.
You
Do
know
you have a hunch,
exactly
or-
how everything is gonna go.
I mean, I know what we're going to be fighting.
I have to believe what the DM says is gonna be a wyvern.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll believe that.
It's definitely not.
It's
Green.
definitely not a
So-
green winged creature which
No.
has a D in its name.
Block is going to be up
We were
first.
following a wyvern. How in the world did a wyvern turn into a green dragon? That's not
Hey,
possible.
you don't
No.
know that.
What?
You don't know if it's a green dragon.
No, it's a wyvern, right?
Yeah, we didn't
it's
even
a-
say that it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
no,
said
I
it's
don't know what you're
not.
saying.
We saw it was definitely a wyvern and not
Yeah.
a winged
Yeah.
creature which is green, which has a D in the name.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
And 2 E's, an R, 2 R's,
E.
an A,
Intrigue!
G, O, and then a gree and a
Agreed.
blue dragon. That's it.
A Gru dragon. Those are 12 feet tall.
Well, that's a
15
pretty
feet.
big dragon.
That's a pretty big dragon. Alright, so let's wait
You know-
for at least Locke to come back because it's her turn first.
Today I had to homebrew a grenade into my game.
Yeah,
That was
what?
interesting.
Was this a D&D game?
Yeah.
How the fuck did they make a grenade?
Well, they had a bag. They put gunpowder in the bag. There was a fire over there, and she wanted to take out both of the guards that were sitting there. So she put gunpowder into the bag, and then put nails and glass into the bag, and then threw it into the fire,
Oh fuck.
which made it kind of a nail bomb.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
So I had to improvise that on the spot, which was interesting.
Just
so
like this.
what you guys are seeing, if we get to combat, we'll use the initiative.
A whole lot of green.
What you guys are seeing
Is that shit from the lizard things that were?
No,
in the
these are
building?
the groups of brambles and thorns under which most of the cow and horse carcasses are buried.
So it's lizard feces.
No, it isn't. It's the
It
carcasses.
sounds like lizard feces.
Sounds
Okay.
like lizard feces.
So I'm about to kill all of you. Alright. So,
I
as you
object.
guys are standing there, most of you trying to hide in this small room, pressing yourselves into the corners, not really being able to to find a good space to hide.
Can
You
I
guys-
just be in the open doorway?
You think you're hiding. You're just not hiding that well. So you guys
Yeah, fine.
see, looking over the edge, kind of looking at towards the eastern side or northern side of this particular area. You see some of the trees start to move a little bit. The heavy sounds of the wings just becoming heavier and heavier. You see some of the
just
trees starting to
imagine them.
move, and in the distance from above the horizon, above the tree canopy, you see this large winged creature, wings to either side, slowly flying towards the edge. As it gets closer, you see this large, almost crocodile-like beak covered in green scales, and from the beginning of the head all the way down the spine, this large thrill, and you notice 4 legs, long, elongated necks. It lands on one of the larger trees nearby. The tree kind of
Rice noises.
gives with
Oh no!
as this large
We've been
creature
lied
looks
to.
out over this area here
So no
Damn
poison.
it.
and simply goes, "I can see where you are. Why are you here?" His large, low, booming voice fills the space.
Can we speak dragon?
It's in common. It's not necessarily in
It's a
Draconic.
comment. Don't worry about it. That's not freaking me out or
We
something.
just assume our language.
So,
How dare he?
with that,
Pops out.
Shit.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Locket, it
Yeah.
being your turn, what would you like to do as the presumed wyvern, now turned out to be green dragon, has landed on one of the trees nearby, looking very much towards most of your party?
Well,
Hey girl.
how much,
No. To the dragon.
how much distance is there,
From you to the dragon?
yeah.
10, 20, let's see, we can figure that out.
Dragon
10,
distance.
20, 30, 40, 40,
Way.
50, 60, 75.
Nah.
Where is she standing, by the way?
Lockett in particular standing on the other side next to Friedrich on this side of the... she's right here in the
I was
room.
busy
Friedrich is
with-
standing next to
I am
her.
the one that's next to the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have Ned right there, Thijs is right there, and then Duzar is right there.
God, how am I gonna do this? Oh shit!
You better run.
I know now it can see me, right? I know now. I'm not-
It's very much looking at most of you.
Oh. Oh
No.
yeah.
How are you doing, Mr. Dragon?
Fuck this.
Mrs. Dragon?
I'm stepping out. I'm going forward to the carcass.
To what?
To like dead
That
end.
one? Alright, I'm gonna go 5. Oh, shit, there goes Friedrich.
Oh no,
Bye.
I have fallen and I can't get up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you get up to the carcass right there.
Oh.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you
Shoot
want to do?
with my crossbow.
Eat the carcass.
Eat it.
Eat it. Eat
no,
it.
I shoot
No.
the dragon.
Do it.
The dragon's currently 10, 20, 30, 45, 50 feet away from you.
Yeah, and if
What are you gonna shoot the dragon with?
my crossbow?
Crossbow.
question.
My wrist crossbow.
I just see your mouth moving.
Yeah, we didn't hear. We just.
Oh, the gain is super low. There we go.
Okay.
Could you guys hear me?
No, yeah. I don't
Oh
know.
wow.
Did you talk?
Oh, well, we heard you guys. We heard you guys, but
I mean, with my wrist crossbow. Can you hear me now?
You're gonna shoot
Yeah,
a poison
figure.
dart
Yeah.
at a green dragon.
that's gonna work.
A green
I
Yes.
dragon.
But I have to do something.
You're
If it
telling
was a
me
wyvern-
16 lock at you.
You guys don't know.
Does she
Two
know?
and two
Does she know
together?
what a green dragon is?
For
I
the
mean,
record-
dragons have been extinct.
Yeah,
For a
dragons
while.
are presumed extinct, and for multiple centuries, no dragon has been seen.
Well, very similar dog-looking creatures spew poison. I don't know. You can.
It's an.
What are you
I
doing,
mean,
Locket?
it-
It's not you
You're
guys'
just
turn. Shut your
assuming it's
mouth.
poisonous by
I
being
shoot it
green.
with my wrist crossbow,
Alright, go
and
for
it's
it.
a
Make an
natural
attack.
20.
Natural 20. That definitely hits. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh wait a second.
Wow, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
wait a second.
No, yeah, no, I don't think that's a
It's
roll. by the
1d4
way.
poison damage, or 1d4 piercing damage.
No, that's
Yeah,
that's
that
not a roll, by the way.
It looks like a
Oh,
math
God.
you did there.
It's actually
That's
funny.
a big math.
Oh yeah. God.
It's actually funny. You get a crit, but because you're in front of it in the initiative
No, no,
order,
no,
you
wait,
would
wait,
just
wait,
have to
wait.
hit it, and it would also crit.
Wait. No, I made a
It
mistake.
was not a crit.
Yeah, but she
It's a
does have to hit.
16.
16
Oh, sorry.
misses.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
The dart flies away and just ding, pings
Then
off the.
I'll
edge
run
of the-
back.
You have advantage on the
Oh,
attack
pathetic.
because of your assassinate.
Oh yeah. I
So
do.
you might be able to hit it if you knew how to play a rogue.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Because
Fine.
I'm
No, that's-
stupid.
Yeah, that's
That's
getting
a
over.
21.
21 does hit.
Okay. So that does hit. Okay. Holy
Nothing.
shit.
Does hit nothing.
So because you hit,
Oh,
because
does
you're
it hit?
assassinate, it is a crit still,
Okay.
even though it wasn't a natural 20.
More importantly, does sneak attack?
Yeah, because you have advantage, you do
I
get
don't
sneak
have
attack
all
on
my
it.
books here. Give me a second. That's the normal damage.
Okay,
Okay. Then
so the one
poison.
gets doubled to a 2.
But
You gotta roll your sneak attack damage.
That's,
You gotta roll your sneak attack damage.
oh. That is.
I'm gonna cast Mel's poisonous arrow.
You mean Mel's acid arrow?
yeah.
That does 20 damage.
When I
Alright,
poison
so
ball, was it?
20 gets doubled to 40,
Yeah.
and your 1 gets doubled to 2, so that means 42 plus 5, 45, 6, 7. 47 points of damage in the first hit.
Yeah.
How much of that is poison?
That's
Nothing.
all of that is sneak attack and piercing damage.
It was with the poison dart. Do I have to roll my poison or?
Well, you
Doesn't
hit it,
matter.
and the small dart just flies right in between some of these on some of
Yeah.
the scales. The green dragon doesn't seem to be bothered beyond the initial attack of the piercing damage.
So no.
No, you don't have to roll it.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
I
Alright.
don't know, but it was a possibility.
So, after lock it, after you shoot it, it just snarls back at you and looks you right in the eye.
No, I was not ready. I am going to run back.
You got 5 feet left.
Oh god. I can bonus
Oh,
action
5 feet.
dash.
You can bonus action dash, yeah. So you want to run back to the same spot?
Yeah.
Alright.
Kinda further away though. Like
Well, you gotta use 5 movement, and you can go 30, so you can go like right over there. That's about
Yeah.
it.
yeah. I feel safe there.
ASMR.
So, yeah. After you shoot the dragon, it looks over the battlefield. It looks at most of you like just straight in your eyes. It also sees the drakes laying dead on the ground. It simply goes,
We were here already, but
"You've killed my guards. How dare you!" And it's getting ready to bounce off, but
And that's what guards do when they fail.
let's see.
your guards were pathetic. Pathetic.
You need new guards, bro?
Yeah, you need new guards, bro. We will guard you. I mean, quid pro
Springs to
quid pro
existence.
quo.
I have a business card with me. Just...
How about we meet on
guys.
Mondays and then we'll talk it out. Cup of coffee, you know.
Alright.
Nice
the
meeting
DM is
you.
figuring out to kill us.
Don't we get intimidated by the creature because it's a dragon?
Nope, not yet. That would be an action to use the
Oh
friendly
god,
presence.
not yet.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's not an
That sounds
it's not an automatic thing, but
It's gonna kill us.
yeah.
I don't think it's scary.
So let's see.
don't
Wolf
think
Tank's
it's
brush.
scary.
So it's a layer action right now. Well, 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 foot thick. This blocks line of sight.
Last one.
It's thick.
What?
5 foot
What
thick.
did you say?
No, dude.
Yep.
Fiddlesticks. Alright, so
Oh god.
I don't feel
as
safe.
a 60-foot long wall of thorns just springs into existence, growing out of the ground, I will need Friedrich, Duzar, and Thyrus to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I guess
Dexterity.
Tyrus will use its shield.
This cannot.
Heal all
This
the
is not. You would not be able to interpose a shield in this attack.
No.
Well, those
He'll
are
try
a natural
anyway.
one.
Oh boy.
It's his attack.
He gonna die.
Do we get the bonus from?
I mean,
from Tyrus?
Only Duzar gets that because you're too far away.
Well, this well, it's a natural one, so I
5,
don't really.
10, 15, 20, 25,
really get
30,
anything.
35,
Okay, that's
40, 45, 50, 55, 60 things up to there. So, got Thyrus right there, and Duzar right there. Alright. So, Friedrich, what'd you get?
22.
That's a success. Duzard got,
A natural one.
he fails, and Thyrus got
A 7.
God.
7, he also fails. So,
I jump marvelously out of the.
well, all of you get, let's see, pushed
Yeah.
5
Well,
it's
what
pushed 5
happens?
foot out of the wall space. Alright. Oh.
I drop everything today.
So, that means Duzar and Thyrus both take the full 19 points of piercing damage. Friedrich, on the other hand, you only take 9 points of piercing damage.
No, boy.
No boy.
Oh, I
That's good amounts of damage.
That's a lot
And
of damage.
you guys are being pushed out of the wall.
How much did I take?
You took half a 19, so you took 9 points of piercing damage. As the wall of thorns just jumps into existence, pushing you all away from the dragon. It's 15 foot tall, so it blocks most of your lines of sight. Ned, you're currently standing there on the other side, being separated from the rest of your party. And you're standing there alone.
I mean-
Oh.
There's a
Cool.
wall of thorns between us. It's not that. It's
Well, the wall of
Not
thorns
that
is
big.
5 foot thick, and it's 15 foot high. So, with that, after the layer action, it's Thyrus' turn.
yes, and he's in the thorns, by the way, right?
He's not in the thorns. He immediately gets pushed out on the side of the wall once. So he's currently pushed away from the dragon. He's standing on
No,
the
no,
pile
I mean,
of... What?
He's in the difficult terrain. That's what.
Oh yeah, he's in the difficult terrain of where most of the treasure hoard is.
I think I'll just take one step out of the difficult terrain.
So he
He
uses
can't do anything.
10
else.
feet of his movement to step that direction.
Well,
Well, he has an action still, so he could dash.
can he try to slash through the thorns?
He can definitely attack it, yeah.
Yeah, he will attack.
Go for it, make an attack roll.
Let's see. That's a 12. No,
Well,
no, that's a 11. 11.
It's a still standing object, so it does hit. Go for the damage.
Still, it's a bit sad. I don't have a single yet. That's 5 plus 8, so that's 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Very well.
Yeah.
Let me write that down real quick. Alright, so that section of wall took 13 points of slashing damage. He already starts just carving through some of the pieces of bramble, start falling to the ground.
Damn you, dragon.
He's getting his way through. He's close to getting through, but not being able to destroy the whole piece.
I can
this turn.
extra attack with him, right?
Yeah, he has extra attack.
Yeah, I will just attack again.
Go for it.
Well, it's a 12. This time it's a 12. So
12 does hit. Still.
yeah, I figured. with 9 points of damage.
And 9 points of damage is just enough to open up this section of wall.
Aha.
So there's a 5-foot hole now, like a doorway in it that he carved through.
Can he step one time to the...
No, because he only has 15 feet of movement, and he already used 10 feet of movement. Oh no, yeah, he still can move.
He
He
has
can,
5 feet of movement.
yeah, he can still move 5
can
feet
just
that
plug
direction.
the hole, basically.
Ow.
Yeah, he's plugging the hole so nobody else can get through right now.
Exactly. He wants to get to the dragon.
Yeah. Alright, so, after that, Friedrich, it's your turn. You're standing on the other side of the wall that just sprung up before you and pushed you back.
How much can I see?
Nothing.
Of
You
the
can, it
dragon?
blocks... Currently nothing. It's 15 foot high and it blocks line of sight.
Can I move? Well, the wall ends there, right?
The wall ends there, correct? And then next to there, there's the 8-9 foot high wall, and you can't stand in such a way that you can see the dragon at this point.
Can I just climb over? Can I? Isn't the wall the wall of the house? Isn't how large is that?
The wall of the house
Like
itself
tall?
it differentiates in certain spots, but it's anywhere from 7 to 12 feet high.
Can I move? Because there's a doorway over there, right?
There's a doorway where Lockett is standing.
Can I move past Lockett and try to
No.
go to the other side of the building? Try to see the
The
dragon.
other side of the wall, yeah, you can go 5. Let's see, 5, 10. There's a tree there, so you can't move there really. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. With 30 foot, you can get right up here to the side of the building.
Can I now see the dragon?
You can see the dragon is currently sitting perched up on one of the trees. The tree is heavily bending with it.
That was a 5G mass.
I want to try. See if this works. I want to try a hypnotic pattern it. So I cast hypnotic pattern on it.
You cast hypnotic pattern. What's the range on hypnotic pattern?
30-foot cube.
No, the range, not the size.
Oh, 120 feet.
Okay,
So
no,
I
yeah,
figured
you're
that
good.
would hit.
So that's a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom.
Maybe.
Okay. That's going to be a 10.
He will fail. He is now charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, this creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Alright.
So it will drop down,
And
I
it's
suppose.
concentration for you. Well, no, it's not flying. It's,
Yeah, no,
it's
but-
currently just sitting atop a tree. So, with that, the
After
dragon
that,
just like you see the eyes turn sideways slightly. The mouth opens a little bit, starts lolling a bit. But that's it.
Shut up, draggy boy. Can I see Ned from here?
No.
Did I know he was there?
Yeah, you would kind of know where he is, but you're not able to see him.
I will use a bardic inspiration on Ned.
Alright, you don't
He
have to
just,
see him for
just
that?
needs to hear me, so.
Yeah, no, that's possible.
Will you please shoot the dragon? He has to be dead before he wakes up.
Alright.
No.
Yeah, well,
That's Friedrich's.
then you don't.
That was Friedrich's turn. After that, Duzar. Duzar's currently being pushed back by the wall, also standing next to Thyrus in the overgrown hoard of gold and silver.
Is that the Tsar that I'm looking at?
Yeah.
In this.
Duzar's
Alright.
standing right over there.
Mm-hmm. Can he just attack the wall in front of him?
Yeah, you can.
Try to make a dent in it.
Go for it.
That's a 21, I think, to hit. Because I think he has
21
a
hits, yeah.
He has a +6 to hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I am not prepared enough. 2d6 damage.
Should be.
That is 8 damage for his first slash.
Alright, so he starts slashing into it, and he starts making a decent dent, but doesn't get all the way through yet. He has an extra attack.
Maybe his second attack with a 15 again.
15 also hits.
Well, it's 21 actually, but
Oh, 21 also hits, yeah.
and that's 12 points of damage.
Oh shit.
12 points of damage, and with that he also carves through the bit of wall in between you. Ned and Duzar are now able to see each other through the wall.
And can he move out?
Yeah, he still has all of his movement.
All right. Where can he move?
Anywhere really. He's currently standing in difficult terrain, but he has 30 feet of movement.
But where
Can he move next to Neth, but still be behind a wall?
He can go stand back where he was before. Yeah, but using 10 feet of movement to get right there. He's standing next to Ned.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
After
That's
Duzar, Ned, it's your turn. Still standing there behind the wall of thorns spurred up behind you. You hear,
Dragon.
yeah, you hear Friedrich on the other side at one point.
Yeah. Inspired and such, Ned will. I cannot get. How big are the stones and the things?
The
Is
wall
there
behind
anything
you?
I can take cover behind?
In the field here, there would only be the trees on the sides. But you're currently standing behind like an 8-foot high wall, so that's giving you cover already.
Yeah, I guess. He will sidestep.
Alright. Sidestep 5 feet.
Does he see the dragon?
Yes. The dragon is certainly sitting a bit lulled above on top of one of the trees. The branches bending in every direction. It seems to be super distracted for some reason.
Good. I will awaken my weapon,
Alright, Farrell.
and I will start shooting at it.
Go for it.
Shoot it.
Shall I make this a sharpshooter?
You could.
I mean, I have. Yeah.
Yes.
So this
Do
first
it.
one,
Do
because I do have advantage, right?
I'm not sure.
Is it?
He's incapacitated.
Then yes.
Doesn't mean you.
Let me check.
I don't know.
I mean, he literally can't do anything, so I'm just asking.
I'm checking.
Like, if he's prone, then never mind.
He's not-
No, he's not prone.
But it doesn't sound like
Let's see,
it.
incapacitated. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. So, no, your attack doesn't necessarily have advantage.
Alright.
Yeah.
In
I
that
hope
case,
so as well.
I will still do it as the genius I am.
Go for it.
Oh no. Yeah, that's that's a 6.
6. Your arrow flies
Ooh.
completely past and just disappears somewhere in the forest.
Well,
You know what?
first shot always misses.
Yeah, first shot always misses, so this one also goes with sharpshooting.
Go for it.
See.
Hey, that's a 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
There you go. Oh boy, how much damage am I doing? 3d6 plus 13, I think.
Yeah.
That's 22 points of damage.
Alright, 22 points of damage.
I then will do a normal attack without the
That sharpshooter.
without the gibberish.
Very well.
And I should have done it with. That's 21 to hit.
21 does hit, yeah.
That was worrisome.
Oh, the 20 hits. The 21 doesn't. What? Wow.
Oh, that's sad. That's 9 points of damage.
Another 9 points of damage. You fly, 3 arrows fly towards the dragon. One of them flies completely into the forest. Another one hits it like right up in the shoulder. It pierces through some of the scales. The moment you do that, the distracted look in the dragon just comes completely back and looks straight at you. Second shot hits you on the other shoulder. It just and it, like the wings furl out behind it. It gets ready to go up and fly. It's going to take a.
Well, I will get back behind the wall.
Sure. You move back behind the wall. Let's see. The dragon is going to extend its wings on his turn and starts flying. Let's see. It's no longer incapacitated. It's Friedrich, you're no longer concentrating on a spell that isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Kind of hope the creature would have been before Ned. Yeah.
The dragon's gonna go. No, it rolled really shittily on his.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Let's see. 5. Nope, that's not right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, okay, so. Oh. The dragon flies over and above. Right above where Ned is. He barely comes up above the wall that you're standing behind. And just. It gets like close enough that it could almost perch on the wall there itself, and it just goes, "Not smart of you to come here." And the head completely rears back, and as it takes a deep breath. I'm going to need.
Run, Forrest, run.
Let's see. Where did I put it? I had a thing. There it is. So that's going to be 30 feet. Yeah. I'm going to need Ned, Friedrich, Lockett, and Duzar all to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I am behind the wall, though.
You are behind the wall, but it's a gas. So, and it goes around corners.
Oh.
No, okay, fair enough.
Just the whole space suddenly just starts filling itself up with this green chloroform gas. Aye.
Ned?
So,
I don't know what Desir's spell is on this, so let me check.
Farrell. Lockett, what'd you get?
18.
18. That is a success. Friedrich.
18 plus 2, so 20.
20. Success. Ned.
Ned has a 20.
20. Success. Duzar.
A 23.
23. So all of you succeed.
Fuck the green.
Ah, yes.
Um,
Arre, dragon.
So you guys take half of this damage.
Oh.
You guys. Oh Jesus Christ.
What?
D12, D6?
Nope.
Is it an ancient dragon DM?
Nope. You guys are fine. I was like, that's a lot. Alright. Nope, that's also not right. I can't type. Why are we doing this?
It still says 12d6. That's
There we go.
It's
Nope, that's still
still
not right. How can I not write that right? Oh wait, nope.
Can you
Alright.
stop doing that without the 6? Without the D12.
Hashtag
Just
12d6. Got it. Okay, so
Yes.
you guys all take half of 46.
23.
So that means Log, you take 23 points of damage, which is exactly your HP
Can
count.
I'm gonna dodge
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So you take half of 23, which means
Don't
you
you have
take
evasion yet?
11.
Can
Yeah, she has evasion, but it's only
You
a
either have
dexterity
evasion-
saving throws. This is a constitution.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
So it's.
can you dodge non-attacks?
You can
Yeah, you
dodge
can.
any damage you take.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So that,
That doesn't have to
So
be
you take-
dodge doesn't
You
make
take
sense.
11 points of poison damage. The rest of you all take 23 points of poison damage.
I'm gonna die.
Oof.
And I've used almost all its movement to get
23,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm so
That's a
sad
lot of
right
damage.
now.
How about a little more?
How about not?
Well, all I can say is lucky we rolled good and had a good Constitution modifier, because that could have
Otherwise it
gone
would
a
have
lot
been
differently
gone.
if I had failed.
Right. The dragon, after spewing that gas, filling the entire area, the smoke, this fog lingers for a bit, and through the fog you all hear the booming voice of the dragon once more ring out, simply going, "None of you will leave this forest alive."
Yeah, I'm
Ah.
pretty sure I do.
So,
So,
after that,
how about the
Lockett,
business deal,
your
by the
turn.
way?
What do you want to do? You just got sprayed
Run.
with a bunch of poison. There's this large wall standing in between you and the dragon.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
You currently cannot see it.
Oh, I
Because
can't
this
see.
no, he's about 15 feet up. This wall is 15 feet high. The gas just creeped over it. You can hear him, but you can't see him from
Can
where
I
you are.
climb in a tree?
In the tree? You can climb on the wall.
Oh.
The tree
Is there a
isn't
tree
really.
there?
I will climb on the wall.
Alright, so you get.
I only see dragon.
So you only have 20 feet of climbing speed, and that's kind of what you need to get up here.
Uh-huh.
So you use all your movement to get up there.
Climbing movement.
Hmm?
I use all my climbing movement.
Yeah, and it's either your 20
Okay.
climbing or
Okay. Then I'm
you don't
fucked.
have an additional 30 feet of.
Then I'm just fucked.
Yeah. So you get up the wall. There's about 5. The wall of thorns still reaches about 5 feet up.
I'm gonna shoot
It's a little bit harder to see him because there is this space in between you. There's 5 feet of bramble brush.
I can. I will shoot it with my crossbow.
Huh?
And that is a 26 to hit.
Let's see. 26.
Yeah.
That does hit. Yeah.
I was
Well,
hoping.
yeah. Oh,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a 20 hit, 26 won't.
Yeah. That's a
Epithet.
D4 plus 5. That's 8 damage total.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Girl, this is with what exactly?
With my with a poisonous dart, but without the poison, because.
So how much damage? What's that?
Huh?
How much damage was it exactly?
8.
8 points of damage. Very well.
And can I use my next attack?
You can only if that's only a melee attack
Oh yeah.
in your
that's-
offhand. So no.
I can't do anything. I can't jump off this wall either. That's fucked up.
You have a bonus action still. So you could
Yeah,
dash.
but where? I'm on a. Can I dash downstairs?
You can dash to get
Oh,
down
okay.
again.
Okay, then I will dash and go
No,
down next to Frederick.
Why won't you stand on the wall and
Huh?
when it flies over you,
Right
just jump
You're
on
it's
it?
not your
Honey,
turn.
I have 12 HP.
Alright,
I'm
so
not
Yeah,
gonna do
fuck it.
that.
It will go well.
after
just
lock
do
it
it.
on the
Do
initiative
it.
count of 20, the layer, the let's see, how big is that? Can I do that? Nope. Alright. The
I see
those
two
are on one
rockets.
creature. Alright.
You do?
Duzar notices this, nobody else sees it, but Ned, around you, from your feet, this small, this very localized bit of fog starts jumping up right around your feet and starts creeping up towards you, almost covering you entirely. I need to roll a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom
This,
saving throw.
this cloud of fog
Oh, it's
goes
fog.
all around you, yeah.
That's a natural one.
Natural 1. You
That's a
are
yikes from me.
considered charmed by the dragon. Right. After that, it's Cyrus' turn.
Nice. How far is the dragon from Tyre?
From Cyrus away, he's 10 feet away from Cyrus and 15 feet up.
Yes. He will climb as far as he can, or walk as far as he can, and then climb
He's just gonna go
as
5.
far as his
10.
movement allows.
Aye. So
Oh.
that's the climbing is difficult terrain. And
I mean, everything is difficult to range
it's
for
a-
him,
it's
so
a-
he
he
will
needs
use
to
an
use at
action
least-
to dash.
Okay. Using his action to dash, he can get up on the wall.
Can he grab onto the dragon?
No, because he used his action to dash. Oh fuck.
Sad.
And there's like he gets up on the wall, and the wall's at that point is about 10 feet high, so there's still 5 feet in between them, so he can barely reach him.
Yeah, but he wants to jump on him.
Yeah, no, he can't do that on this turn.
He will wait.
Like
He's a
there's
patient
still
man.
5 feet in between them. They're as if they would be one square apart.
He will scream at the dragon. I'll get you, dragon.
Alright. So this time
Something.
the green dragon notices Tyrus climbing up and getting closer to him, but not doing anything else. So Friedrich, your turn. What do you want to do?
Yeah, the dragon is flying, by the way, right?
Yeah, the dragon is currently flying.
I will walk to the tree on the west of me. There's a tree.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. How far? How far? Wait. How far am I from the dragon?
You are currently 5, 10, 15. You're currently 30 feet away from it.
30 feet.
Yeah. Like you're just
I
within
can't see
30.
him, right?
You're just within 30 feet. No, from this point, you're standing behind the wall, currently taking cover. No, you don't see it.
I want to move up towards the. No, I want to move diagonally towards the dragon, but away from the house.
Okay. So how far do you want to go? There is this
15
dead person laying there, so you kind of got a problem there. You
Well,
you can step right there.
Yeah, I can. The dragon is in the way. I can't really see where I'm at, but I can. It doesn't matter. But yeah, if I can move 10 feet, just 5 feet to the dude,
Alright.
and 10 feet down.
Yeah, that can do.
Can I see it then?
Yeah, you can go 5. You can already see it if you step the 5 feet.
Yeah, but
Alright,
yeah,
let's go
okay. You
10
just
feet
move 10
down.
feet more.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You also see Ned currently being engulfed in this cloud of smoke, very specifically on him.
I want to use Tasha's hideous laughter on the dragon.
Alright, Earl. So, is a wisdom saving throw again?
Yep.
That's going to be a 14, which I'm pretty sure fails.
I'm pretty sure it does, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Barely.
Alright. So, it fails, and the dragon starts falling, but only
again.
falls on his. Falling, you're only doing your turn. So he starts falling, but he's currently being. Affected.
I'm concentrating again.
Yeah,
by the
gotcha.
way.
So.
And then after that, I will move towards the tree. That's west of me, as far as I can.
Let's see. So.
Just move away from the house.
Alright, gotcha. Okay.
This is a homebrew campaign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's gonna go
Nice.
5, 10, 15.
Wait, oh.
Let's see, you go 5,
I
10,
was like,
15,
what?
5, 10,
Yeah, that's
15
what I
feet.
asked.
That's all
Yeah,
you.
watch
That's
the
all you gotta do.
stream.
Alright. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. Can't really do anything else, so.
I should have felt prone to become incapacitated. I am to stand up for duration. Yeah. Okay. So currently incapacitated, can't take actions nor legendary actions in that case. So Duzar's turn. See if I can make that a little easier for you guys to see.
Well, what is happening to Ned, and what does Desire see about it? Is there anything?
Ned is
that
currently charmed and is not really able to do anything.
Yeah, but what does
For-
Desire notice about that?
Ned just got completely engulfed in this cloud of smoke and is just currently standing there. The smoke kind of fizzles out again. Ned kind of just looks very similar to how the dragon looked in the tree before. A little cross-eyed, like having this jaw that starts to loll slightly.
Can Desire try to shake him or push him over?
You can certainly try.
Great.
So will he push him over or shake him?
Well, I have a multi-attack. Can I first shake and then push?
Sure. So he
Chill out
he
that.
shakes you and nothing happens. After that, he pushes you. So I would say make a strength saving throw. Contested by his athletics. So roll against yourself here for a moment.
Sure. Yeah. I have to make a strength saving throw, and he makes an athletics check. Oh well,
Correct.
Ned has a natural 20.
Alright. You don't get pushed
Nice.
prone, but Duzar doesn't manage to shake you out of any sort of state.
All right. He will use his movement to get out of there.
Alright.
From the side where Tyrus went out, basically.
In that case, you would have to go through the difficult terrain.
Yeah, but he has 30 feet movement. I'm sure he can get out a little bit.
So it's gonna go 10, 20, can get right up to there, and then 25, 30, get into the hole that Tyrus had made.
That's fine.
Let's see. After that, Ned, it's your turn, but you are currently being charmed. So you're currently standing there, just being in awe of the dragon. You're not really able to do. You can't attack the dragon. You can move. There's no saving throw. You can. I would say you can move, but you can't attack the dragon. It's currently your only enemy. So.
All right, now explain to me what this charm is doing, because it sounds like a stun, but that's not.
What is it? You're currently charmed, which means you can't attack the dragon. Because it's the only enemy on the field, you can't attack anything. You can take any other action.
But wouldn't he be my friend?
He didn't necessarily. He's your friend, but he's not necessarily pushing you. He doesn't have the control over you to be able to tell you what to do.
I mean, he can because he's literally stunned, right?
That too.
Yeah, but he's stunned. That's not nice.
He's not
Ned
stunned.
will go up to Frederick.
Alright, Ned will go up to Friedrich. He's gonna go 10, 20, 30 feet.
Smack it. What?
And Ned, I will use my action to say, "Stop doing that," and start I want to grapple him.
Alright, very well, make an athletics check. Friedrich, make an acrobatics or athletics check,
no.
your choice.
Oh, can I? Acrobatics, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
To evade the grapple rather than push back. So,
Yeah.
Ned,
that
what'd you get?
14.
Friedrich?
23.
Yeah, you try to grab him, but he's not. He's not able to You're not able to get him. It's like he's just getting out of your freaking hands the entire time. But that does end your turn. After that, it's the dragon's turn, on which he's going to fall 60 feet, which he means he smacks into the ground.
Ah, yes. Laugh, dragon, laugh.
He does go prone, so he's considered prone as well. At the end of each turn, each time it takes damage, so it's going to take 1d6 worth of damage.
Yeah, and has to make a saving throw with advantage.
Yeah. So that means he takes another 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright. So then he gets to do a new saving throw. Alright, so it's just waiting there.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Can't see.
It's going to just pinging. So. Ah, nope. For some reason, the roll. Yeah, no, the rolls room is not working. It's just.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's just doing weird shit. So.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Instead, I'm going to resort to the old school way of doing shit.
Oh wait,
it's
it
back.
went.
Oh, okay.
Aw. You've got a 17 and an 18.
17, 18. Yeah, no, he succeeds.
Yeah.
He's no longer incapacitated by it,
Shame.
and you're no longer concentrating on it. So that means that's the beginning of his turn because you fell. Uses let's see. Uses half of its movement to get up. It's not real happy about that.
Wait, if it had fallen, can't Tyrus make a reaction?
No, because
if
the
he falls back?
distance that was still in between them is the same as if creatures were standing 5 feet away from each other. So unless he has reach, no.
No, but if he falls down.
Yeah,
you go
there's still
past Tyrus,
there's
right?
still 5 feet in between the two.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah. So the dragon falls down, smacks on the ground, just he rights himself to get up. Let's see. That's not here. So the dragon unfurls its wings once more and starts pushing back, slowly flying up a little bit. Looking around at all of you, very entranced moment by Tyrus, as if he was almost as if he would recognize him. He simply flies back and goes, "You pests! Luckily, my father taught me some tricks." He flies back, using some of his movement speed. Let's see, it was right there, so you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, flying back for about 20 feet, and up by 10. He's going to cast. Alright, so he's going to cast a spell. As he flies back, the wings just sort of making this very heavy push sound. You see some of the slower bits of fauna start bending because of the force. Let's see. Let's see where we can put this. Yeah, I can put it right there. Just putting it right up against that, just not hitting Duzar, but hitting both of you. So, I need... Can you hit Duzar? Yeah, you can. Alright, so I need Duzar, Thyrus, Ned, and Friedrich all to roll a strength saving throw.
Strength.
Yes, and Duzar gets the +3 bonus from Thyrus.
Alright.
That's
Yeah. How long does a inspiration dice last
10 minutes,
again?
so you can use it if you wish.
yeah.
Well, it's a 16, so
Okay.
I'm gonna gamble on it.
Alright.
16 is not bad.
I'm assuming that's around is the save DC.
So, Friedrich, what'd you get?
A 6.
6, you fail. Ned, what'd you get? 16?
Yeah.
What did Thyrus get?
Did he have to roll?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Thyrus and Duzar. What did Duzar get?
25.
So Duzar saves, Ned saves, Friedrich fails,
Got a 12.
Thyrus fails. So,
What is it?
this wall of wind just bursts forward in front of you. You see the bits of sand all turning as some like sort of tornado in front of you. All these different columns that start pushing you back. Let's see. So the ones that succeeded take half this damage. So Ned, you take 7 points. Duzar takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage, both.
Mm-hmm.
Thyrus takes 14, and Friedrich, you take 14. And you guys are... Let's see. Bludgeoning damage...
I am almost dead.
Don't worry. Everyone is.
I'm really almost. Even
No,
a
okay.
drip.
Then you get pushed prone. Alright. So,
Eh.
this wall of wind just appeared above all of you, having this strong current upwards as the wings are very aggressively flapping towards you. After that, it is going to take... After that, it's Locket's turn. So, when Locket's back, it's her turn. So, are you guys holding up?
Wait, where's Lockett?
Locket's gone for a moment. She'll be back.
Oh, but how do you mean holding up? Like my character?
Yeah?
I'm dead. I'm almost dead.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not gonna
I've got
tell
4
you.
lives left.
All I'm gonna say is that we look like shit.
See if the poison breath didn't recharge.
Hopefully not. No.
Hopefully not.
I would be really dead.
Yeah.
Even more dead.
That concluded round 2. We're getting into round 3 right now.
Round 3. 4.
Fight.
How long will Ned be charmed, by the way?
You guys don't know.
Well,
Does Ned know?
No?
no. I'd say don't worry too much about it. You know.
Why?
I would
Still
worry
try
about it a
next
lot.
turn, and I will just barge my entire crossbow into your abdomen, and you'll die.
Yeah, just don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
think you'll do that.
I'll do that.
Ah.
I'll use your inspiration to hit you. Don't worry.
You don't even need to shoot me. You can just hit me with your fist, or just pimp slap me, and I'll just go down.
No. I'll shoot you once. You'll go down, and then I'll use my action search and last few attacks to kill you.
Ah, of course.
I
To
don't
just
think you'll need
execute you
that.
on the spot.
I don't think you'll need that because you've got 3 attacks in a turn, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't even need
Yeah,
it.
you won't need that. You can just kill me right there and then. Just execute me. Just
So the dragon is concentrating on that.
go blah, blah.
Let me go check where Locket is. Real quick, I'll be back.
So it's us again, Max.
It's always like this. Well,
Yeah.
actually, it's only this game, this session, this day.
Yeah, it's been going well.
It's been something. Yeah.
It's been something. I mean, first we waited about 1 hour and 30 minutes or something to
Alright,
get
Sorry.
looking.
that's
I'm
fine.
back.
Well, technically,
So-
we're still waiting.
Locket, your
Technically,
turn.
we're still waiting, but
Shh.
What are we waiting on?
On me
What?
because I'm awesome. Okay, what's the situation?
You're standing
Well-
behind there. You just casted a wall of wind spell. So there's a 15-foot
almost
high wall here that's just pushing in your guys'
Oh
direction.
my god, I'm going to climb on the wall again.
Alright, so use, let's see, this is about 10 feet of movement to climb up the wall.
Yeah. Do I still have my
that's
movement?
Let's see, use 10 feet, so you would still have just 20 feet.
I will move 20 feet on the wall to get closer to the.
To the dragon?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me get this right then, real quick.
because I'm a little bitch.
Alright, so you run over along the wall. You can go 5, 10 feet. You'll be right around there. You're about the same height as Cyrus, although I don't have enough of those.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I do.
how long is that wall of wind? Oh, how tall is that wall of wind?
15 feet.
uh,
So 3-ish meters.
Can I, like, hit it? With
The
a ranged
dragon?
attack? Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't hit the dragon from here with your
No,
swords or anything.
No, with a dagger, with a ranged attack.
You can attempt to throw a dagger at it, yeah.
I will do that.
So you're about 10 feet up. The dragon's also about 10 feet up. So you're trying to throw daggers. Let's see, 10,
Disadvantage?
20, 30, 35. Yeah, it's disadvantage easy. Let's see.
Max, hit me.
Ugh.
Hit me.
I don't think
You can also hide first.
it's 11, so no.
11? Yeah, you throw the dart, and even before it reaches the dragon in this wall of wind, the moment it reaches the wall of wind, the dagger just flies up in the air and just hits the grass somewhere.
I will.
Somewhere in the field, you're not
I
sure
will
where.
use my
No.
bonus action to climb down.
And you dash. You climb down. Right there.
Can I go on the
Bunch up
inside of the
together.
like?
Well, there's the wall of thorns right there. So either you drop in the wall of thorns or you get on the other side. Your choice.
Do it.
No, I will
Do
be
it.
here.
Do it.
Fuck no, Peter.
So after Locket throws one dart, the dart flies up, or one dagger flies up in the wall of wind, not doing any type of damage. After that, as the layer starts to rumble and start doing something again, the charm effect on Ned fades, and Ned, you get back to yourself and you're like, "Wait, what the fuck? What am I doing?" And you realize what happened.
You see me standing in front of you.
Yeah, you see Friedrich very badly damaged.
Finished.
Finish
Yeah,
it.
2d6 extra hit points.
Alright.
Oh no.
Let's see. Will
I
it?
think Tyrus is if the layer's not good.
No. The layer is going to do something. No worries.
Oh.
20-foot radius. 10, 20. I will need Ned, Friedrich, Lockett, and Tyrus all to roll strength saving throws.
Oh god, I'm so good at those.
As in a 20-foot radius from a point in between you guys, all the vines and such start growing out of the ground and start wrapping themselves around your feet and legs.
How much does a -2 do?
Yeah, no, you are stuck. So,
Does it do damage? Because otherwise I will be jumped down.
it doesn't do any damage, but you are considered restrained.
Only Ned succeeds though.
So, Friedrich, you are restrained by the vines. What,
yes.
Ned, what'd you get? 23?
Yeah.
You succeed. Lockett, what did you get?
9.
9. Lockett, you're also restrained. And what did Tyrus get?
Oh. 25.
25, he succeeds. Let me see. So, it was from this point.
Tyrus.
No, yeah, it's Tyrus has to roll as well. So 5, 10, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, right up to there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right there. No, he doesn't have. Tyrus doesn't have disadvantage on saving throws. 5,
No, not
10,
yet.
No, not yet.
15, 20, right up to there in front of Desire. So this area all becomes difficult terrain. 5, 10, 15, 20. All the way up to there. This massive area around where most of you guys are standing all gets overgrown by vines. 2 of you get stuck within it. That's all difficult terrain.
How high is it up?
These vines are just on the ground. They wrapped around your feet. This is just hard to walk around. These don't sprout up that high from the ground.
So how would it hit Tyrus since he's on the wall?
It climbs on the walls. Every walkable surface here, every walkable and climbable surface becomes completely engulfed by vines. So
Okay, no, it's good.
after that, it's Tyrus' turn. Tyrus standing on the wall just pushes off some of the vines.
Yeah, he can't do really anything. He'll just look angrily at the dragon, I think.
I want to take the
Jumps
dodge
up,
action
by the
or
way.
something.
I mean, can he take the sleep action?
No.
He will use dodge then, I think. Yeah.
Alright. Tyrus dodges, readies himself for any attack that might be incoming. After Tyrus, let's see. How far is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. After that, the dragon is going to take one of its legendary actions. It's going to cast a spell. Let me check. On Tyrus, but it misses. From the dragon, it extends one of its long claws, and from one of the claws, a vine shoots out at Tyrus, tries to wrap itself around him. The attack would have been with disadvantage, but it misses. The vine slams against the stonework, and then immediately pulls back. Didn't manage to do anything though. So, after that, Friedrich, your turn. You are currently restrained by all the vines wrapped around you.
Yeah.
The wall of wind still moving in front of you.
How much would I have to roll if I want to get out?
You're not sure. You would have to roll a strength check.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you the DC.
Well, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll use Dimension Door to get away from everything.
Alright, where are you going to Dimension Door to?
Can I go to that tree? Well,
There's a
can
lot
I
of...
just go further than the tree that's next to the black box on the...
What?
I think.
You behind the.
You want to go here somewhere?
Yeah, no, just with the tree within me and between me and the dragon, and maybe. Even,
Okay, so you want
maybe
to teleport
a
to
bit
the other
further.
side. Alright, you can't because that's where the building literally ends. But you can dimension door just all the way there on the other end.
I can teleport farther away.
You want to go further than that?
I mean, a bit.
How far do you want to go from there?
I don't want to stand near.
How much further do you want to go from
Thing.
the edge?
Is
we
there?
gotta
Is
know.
there?
There's no better
There's
map.
another tree, right?
No,
Further, probably.
probably.
Can I see another tree? That's. Or
No, from where you were standing, no, you wouldn't be able to see it because there's the whole building
just
between.
teleport me there. That's fine.
Alright, so how far off the map are you going?
No, just fine. There is fine. With
Okay.
the tree there, it's fine.
Anything else?
Not yet. I can't really do anything else. I can move, but I want to hide. But yeah, I can't because that's an action.
With that, the dragon is going to use another legendary action to attempt to cast the same spell on Thyrus, but with disadvantage. Oh, that's the wrong one. 60, 20. 14. Yeah, the vine wraps around towards him and almost wraps around him, but he managed to cut it off right before it hits him, dealing no damage. Again, Friedrich, that's after Friedrich. Duzar, his turn. The wall of wind in front of him, the thorns on either side. What does Duzar want to do?
Can he try to pass through the wall of wind?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he can just walk through it. He's gonna go push. Let's see, can you?
I don't know.
He can just walk through without a problem. Where does he want to go?
Oh yeah, he just walked through it then. For science, and he flies towards the dragon. I don't know.
Nice,
He
he's gonna
walks
go
towards the dragon.
10. Oh, you can go sideways there, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get up to the dragon. Dragon is 10 feet up, so with a jump, he could possibly reach it.
He doesn't have any ranged attacks.
No, but he has a larger reach, right?
Mm.
You have the stat block, so you should know.
Yeah, but I didn't see anything about a longer reach. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's 10 feet reach.
Yeah.
Then
With 10 feet reach, you would be able to hit the dragon from where he's currently standing.
sure, he has this long.
Because in between him and the dragon, there's 5 feet, and he can. Yeah, go for it.
I can only just imagine how goofy this looks.
Well, he's just able to reach it with the end of his sword.
Well, he's not gonna be hitting him with a 9.
9 misses, yeah.
But his second attack is gonna be great. That's a 17 to hit.
17 also misses. So both swipes up in the air, they both just clang off the outer height scales of the dragon. Anything else?
No,
Alright.
that's it.
After Duzar, Ned, it's your turn. You're no longer charmed.
Well, Ned's gonna walk through the wind wall,
Okay.
seeing as projectiles clearly can't.
5, 10, 15 feet, and you're on the other side of the wall. You kind of have to push a little bit through. Like there's a little bit of force there, but the initial force when it spawned was a lot worse.
Wasn't I able to get away, like from the other side? Can I do it from the other side? Because now moving
Sure.
towards.
You're gonna go 5, 10, right there. Oh wait, that's actually difficult terrain. So that would be 10, 20 feet, and then you're right there on the edge of the wall. The wall's to your left. You're still standing in the vines in the difficult terrain. You see the dragon currently flying up just with the wings. Duzar trying to reach for it. Friedrich is nowhere in sight. Thyrus is just standing on the wall over there, and Locke is just currently stuck in the in the vines.
Yep, I'll shoot it at it.
Go for it.
First attack. That's a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
I
Good.
still have my inspiration, by the way.
Yeah. I will use a sharpened attack.
Very well. To
So
add a
there's an
D8.
extra D8 damage to that. For 18 points of damage.
Alright, another 18 points of damage.
Pretty good.
He
Alright.
was concentrating on something, right?
That is correct, but this is the first time he took damage this turn. So that's 18 points of damage to making a Constitution saving throw. That
It
is
is
not great. Disadvantage?
He also has disadvantage because of the sharpened attack.
Okay. So disadvantage still brings it to 4. With his modifier atop that, it's going to be 12, which is what he needed to succeed. The wind wall stays.
Well, that's unfortunate. There's another attack incoming, though.
Sure, I'll go for it.
Ooh, that's a 13, but I will use the thingy.
The
Ah,
thing
yes.
is, alright, inspiration dice, add to it, go for it.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Plus 3 brings it up to 16.
Yeah, that's
That's not gonna be
16.
good.
Alright, 16, you fire the second bolt. This time it reaches the scales, but it's just ping, flies off.
Third shot.
Go for it.
It's a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
We're definitely going to be using another sharpened attack. Because this thing needs to go down.
Yeah.
15 damage.
Another 15 points of damage. Bring that down.
And while I'm still alive and have an awakened state on,
Yes.
I will use my action search.
Alright.
Do
We'll
Try to
roll
hit
another
the
Constitution
wall.
saving throw for the spell. The spell stays. Action search. Go for it.
You did roll with disadvantage, right?
Nope.
He has disadvantage.
26. So succeeds. Still.
And yep, that's a natural one.
Natural 1 fails. The arrow just flies
Yeah,
past
second,
completely.
23.
Second one hits.
18 points of damage,
Another 18 points of damage. Very well.
and that's almost all my things gone. But there you go.
Alright. This time, at this point, with multiple riddles of arrows in it, one large cut from one of Lockett's attack, which started bleeding profusely. He's starting to look real bad at this point.
How much movement did I have left?
You
10?
used 20, so you got 10 left. You could step out of the difficult terrain if you step
Yeah.
backwards.
Can I step towards that tree?
There's a tree laying right here, so you can step back. That's the only way you can get out of the difficult terrain, or step forward.
Yeah, can I step back and then behind the tree? I don't
No, you can't go behind it. You can only step using 10 feet of move to get out of the difficult terrain because you already used 20.
Oh, I was still in it.
Yeah, you were still in it. It goes right up to this corner here. So there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like from where I was standing, I was able to get out of it. But
You're
okay.
you're currently out of it, but you were
Now you're
standing
out
in
of
it. Yeah, now you're out of
Yeah.
it.
All right, that's my turn.
Let's see. After Ned's turn, he's going to make another attack. He's going to cast another spell. On Duzar, who's currently standing below him. Duzar needs to make a Constitution saving throw. As the dragon turns to him, just slightly releases this bit of gas from its mouth, just as this small cone billows just around him. 10. That is a failure.
Yes.
He takes 6 points of poison damage from the poison spray as it just shoots out towards him. This smaller cone of
That's epic.
poison. Alright.
Still standing then, I guess.
After that, it is the dragon's actual turn.
Oh, that was okay.
That was his legendary action. His last
Yep.
one for the turn. Let's see. Alright. The dragon is going to fly up a little bit further and towards Ned. Maybe. Alright, so Duzar gets an attack of opportunity. Goes
Do it, Duzar.
5,
Yep.
50.
Ooh, that's a 25.
Baby, one
25
more
hits.
25. You better believe I hit it.
time. Oh god.
You better believe, boy.
You better believe, boy.
It flies over right here on the other side of Ned, about 15 feet up in the air. Oh.
Does take 13 points of damage.
13? Jesus. Alright. Another. Damn. Alright, that's a lot more than I expected. 10. Alright. Let's see if the breath recharges. No, it doesn't. I will need. I'm going to need Ned to roll a wisdom saving throw. As the dragon casts a spell on you.
I will use my last dice to try and up that a little bit.
Go for it.
That will be a 15.
15. Just succeed, nothing happens. Alright?
Thank God.
After that, he tried to cast a spell on Ned, but he failed. It's going to be Locke, your turn. You're currently restrained in all these vines.
Can I break free?
You can make a strength check to try.
You can also teleport, right?
No, she already used that today.
Yeah.
Did she?
No.
16?
16 succeeds. You use your action and break free from the vines. You're no longer restrained.
I want to
So that was your action.
Can I run to a tree and hide?
Sure, yeah. You go 10,
Big
20, 25, 30. Get right up behind there. And you make a stealth check.
Ooh, plus 11. Dit is. Oh god.
Don't roll another one.
18.
18. Alright, you're pretty well hidden.
Okay.
So Lock and hide after that the lair.
That's my round.
Really doesn't like you, Ned. Ned, I need you to roll another wisdom saving throw. As the same smoke from before starts curling around your feet again.
I mean, that's a 17.
17, it succeeds. Nothing happens. The smoke comes up, and you, recognizing it this time, start like hitting it away, and it slowly fizzles out. Nothing happens.
Shoot at it. No, I
Alright.
don't, because then I don't have balls.
It's
Fair enough.
After the smoke comes up, as the smoke rises up above you, Ned, most of you at this point hear from the dragon itself turns its attention completely towards Thyris. It simply goes, "We serve the same queen, huh? How do you really want to test her?" That's that. After that, Thyris, it is his turn. What does Thyris want to do?
I mean, I guess I don't know his lore, but he would respond.
Alright.
But I don't know. I wouldn't
Well,
know how.
okay,
he would
what is
respond.
Thyris doing for his action? For
You are my
just
queen.
combat?
Yeah. I mean, I guess move closer to the dragon while he's still on the wall.
Right? He's gonna go.
Just move over
5.
the wall and then just yell at the dragon
Aye.
with his axe pointing at it.
Sure. He
Something.
goes over to the dragon. He says something. None of us know because he's not here. Right. After that, let's see. The dragon is going to take a legendary action,
I am saying something.
and Ned, I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
What?
As this small puff of green smoke just reaches out towards you.
You can do it.
said
Yeah, you did.
25?
Yeah, no, you still succeed. Nothing happens. You're fine. The bit of smoke, you keep in your breath. Nothing. Yeah,
Stop
okay.
flying.
After that, Friedrich.
Yeah.
How bad does he look actually?
The dragon's pretty bloody to this point.
No.
How far am I away from the dragon?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, somewhere around 80 to 90 feet.
Can I move up to the building?
Sure.
How far? might
5,
I be
10,
moving?
you're up to the building. Now you're around. Let me check. It's right there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So he's about 60 feet away. He's 65 feet away from you currently because they're still in between you. And then there's I don't know if you're supposed to see him, but he's 15 feet up, and this wall's 15 feet high, which is still there.
I'm
thorn.
not sure if I need to see someone for shatter.
Is it a point you can see within range?
Point of your choice within range doesn't say it. I have to see anything.
Alright, then yeah, you can choose to cast Shatter.
I would know that Ned is there. But
Um,
he is. How far is he up?
he's about
like
15 feet
fine.
up.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 10-foot radius sphere, so that would work even if it's in the air. So I will move further forward, so I can be sure it's in range. So I want to move a bit up.
Sure, you can go 5, 10 feet. Then there's the mount. There's the mount of gold and such under vines right there, and then you have the 15-foot wall right here.
Yeah, would I be able to reach a shatter near the dragon that it hits him, but it's high up enough that it doesn't hit?
I
me?
would see because you're not able to see it.
Well, I would know. It's
I would say
in-
make a perception check to be able to
Probably in the
gauge
air.
the distance and to see if you can
Yeah, that's
cast the
fair,
spell
that's
right. So it's I would say it's a DC 13 perception check to be able to aim it just right to not be able to hit Ned. So DC 13.
Yeah, that's an 11.
11. You might or might not hit Ned.
How do you feel about that? Ned? I can't ask you.
Oh, you're very far away.
I caramba.
Would I be able to gauge better if I move closer?
No, you already gauged.
No, okay. Yeah. Yeah, if I don't know for certain, I will just I will use level 2 cure wounds on
Alright.
and move back behind the wall.
Alright, you move another 5 feet back behind the wall. And you cast Cure Wounds on yourself, level 2. Go for it.
Keep it.
It's 2d8 plus your
Yeah,
spellcasting, so plus 4.
That's 9, so I will heal from 9 damage. Or hit.
9 hit points extra to Friedrich. After that, the dragon's going to take another legendary action. The same vine that whipped towards Thyras before, this time Ned reaches out towards you. He's going to attempt to slap you. It's with a 14 to hit. The vine hits, like, it manages to hit one of the trees nearby. Some leaves just drizzle down slightly, a bit of snow falls. But it doesn't manage to hit you. Yeah, that's his turn. After that, Duzar.
Throw your swords.
Very far away.
Do the big brain.
I'm gonna move towards it. But
Right. Path of least resistance.
yeah.
Alright, let's see. Would he dash?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have any ranged attacks, so I guess, yeah.
Alright, so you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. He's 10 feet away from the dragon at this point.
It's pretty far.
Alright.
And the dragon is 15 feet up, so.
That's, I guess, his
So
turn.
it's just out of reach for him. So if you get a little bit closer next time, he can get there. At the end of Dizar's turn, dragon's gonna attempt the fucking same thing. Doesn't like you being there, Ned.
No,
He's very
that's
frustrated that it's not able to hit you. Yeah, but again, that's a 9 to hit, so the vine slaps out once more. Doesn't manage to do
Sorry,
anything.
dragon.
After Dizard, Ned, it's your turn. Well, that's how dice rolls work, guys. It's not always works out.
I will
know.
shoot the dragon.
My ogre this morning was the same. He just rolled 2s and 3s.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
A 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Nice.
Yep. That's 16 points of damage on the first one.
Alright, another 16 points of damage. Alright, the first one hits him in, like right up in the lower edge of the stomach, right before where the neck starts to be like right in the sternum, and just it's fixated on you and it's frustrated.
A 26 to hit.
26 hits as well.
That one's only 13 points of damage.
Another 13 points of damage. Dragon looking real bad.
And then the last attack.
Another 13 points of damage. Alright.
Is another 26 to hit.
26 still hits.
And another 12 damage.
Another 12 points of damage. Very well. Alright.
Nice. That's
Dragon
really good.
currently 12 points of damage. Not 20. Alright. So the dragon, heavily breathing at this point, just you see the blood streaks coming from all the way through the scales, just like dripping down on the snow. You see, it's having a very hard time keeping itself aloft. But for now, it still does.
Just calm down, dragon.
And Ned will try to skedaddle back to that building.
Okay, through the difficult terrain or past Locket?
I don't see Locket, but I want to go around it. That's what that is.
So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. Can you get you right? Let's see. No, that's the fucking tree is there. So you can go. You can run up right there, and you're right. You would be right next to Locket if you'd be able to see her. And that's the furthest you can get right now.
Can't see Locket, right? So
No.
Yeah, you want just running away.
Alright. Let's see.
Skedaddle.
One, it already used all of its legendary actions. The dragon.
I mean, it's his turn, so
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Well, you could use a legendary action at the end of Ned's turn.
You
The
could.
one.
Yeah.
The. Actually, let's check if the spell fades real quick. Just gotta make 3 concentration saving throws. One succeeds, another one succeeds, and the last succeeds as well. Okay, so he still succeeds. The wall of wind still stays there.
Nope.
The dragon is going to. I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw. As the dragon flying up there just roars out over the entire field. Some of the trees nearby start to shake. Some snow falls down.
Counter charge. Oh wait,
It's not a reaction.
the spell sucks.
It's not a. Yeah, no, it sucks.
Well. Where is my...
That's not bad what I'm currently still seeing.
Alright.
Ay,
Yeah. God damn it.
ay, caramba.
Oh wait,
Oh wait.
Is
the
that
long
not
lived
very-
man also has to roll.
Yes, everybody has to roll. So, let's see. Friedrich, what'd you get?
A 3.
Friedrich, you are frightened of the dragon. What did Tyrus get?
You got a 22.
You succeed. Ned, what'd you get?
A 15.
15, you succeed. You're not frightened. Locket, what'd you get?
18.
18. You succeed. You're not frightened. Duzar, what do you get?
A natural 3.
Alright, Duzar is frightened. So both Friedrich and Duzar are frightened of the dragon.
Yeah, frightening brothers.
At this point, the dragon takes off and is going to start moving again. So it's going to go. Let's see. It's going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 feet. Flies all the way back where it began the encounter almost. Flies up above the trees, getting closer to attempting to escape.
It's his lair.
Let's see, now he stays down a little bit further.
So we can still this now.
Okay. After that, Lockett, it's your turn.
Alright.
You're all the way back there, hidden behind the tree. You heard the roar and the tree kind of shook.
Yeah. I can do absolutely nothing because it's too far away. So I will use all my movements to go like in.
If you do that, you do get out of your. You're no longer hidden.
I will, yeah, but I will move a little bit inside of the woods.
Okay, so you lose your
can
hidden.
I sneak them?
You can attempt to hide again, but if you move, you're going to reveal your position.
I will walk as far as I can and then hide
What direction?
behind, like inside
Just that direction?
tree. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna go. You didn't move last. Oh, you did. So you're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's how far you can move with your normal movement.
Then I will action dash.
You can also bonus action dash.
Yeah, bonus action dash.
Okay, bonus action dash. Continuing that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Another feet, and you're
Behind
right
the
there.
tree, though, then I will try and hide again.
Alright, bonus action hide. Go for it.
D20 plus 11. Oh, that's not a 20. 20 plus 11. 29.
29. Okay, you're pretty well hidden.
You stupid.
I poof.
Alright. After
Disappear
Lockett.
from sight.
Let's see, does he have to see the creature?
The lair action.
The layer action, indeed. The creature the dragon can see within 120 feet. Can't see Ned, can see Thyros, can see Duzar. Thyros hasn't been doing anything yet. Can't see Lockett. It's a bad version. Alright. Right in front of the dragon, on the same height the dragon is, another wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Alright. Another wall of thorns jumps up from the ground in between you guys and the dragon. He's very hard to see at this point, barely flying above. You can see some of the wings and a bit of the head sticking out still. But that's about that. After the lair, Thyros.
Yeah.
He pointed at the dragon, screamed something that none of you heard.
Does it again.
I mean, can he jump down and charge at it as far as he can?
Okay, you can choose to jump or to climb, but if he jumps, he might fall. So it's up to him.
I will jump.
Alright, so make an acrobatics check for him.
Why? Well, yeah. Well.
Will he jump into the wall or into the building?
Well, towards the dragon, of course.
Okay, so he jumps down into the wall here. What did he get?
That's an ability check, right?
Yeah, an acrobatics check.
Yeah,
Skill.
that's oh wait, that's my sheet. That's a 3.
3. He jumps and he falls prone, just there. That used 5 feet of his movement, so he can use another. No, he's exhausted, so he can't get up. Basically
He has fallen and he can't get up.
he points at the dragon, he screams something, and as the dragon flies away, he goes, I'm not done talking to you. And then as he just walks away, he just walks off the wall and just face plants, just right in the snow, on the ground.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Friedrich, your turn. You are frightened by the dragon.
Yes. Let's see. How far is it away from me?
At this point, sitting right there would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 feet.
90 feet?
It's 90 feet away from you. And you are currently not able to see it. Because you're standing behind the wall. If you move if you move 5 feet forward, which is away from the dragon, you would be able to see it if that's important.
Yeah, I will do that if it's not towards the dragon.
Yeah, no, it's not. If you move upwards there, then you can see it right through. Yeah, you can just very barely see it with two of the walls standing there on the wind wall and the normal walls of the building.
I will use my last level 3 spell
Very well.
to try, because that's the only thing that reaches him.
Mm-hmm.
I will use a hypnotic pattern.
Aye, another
On him.
hypnotic button. Yeah, it's currently flying, so it's another wisdom saving throw. It's a 17.
Oh, yeah, he makes.
The bit of the lights just fizzle into existence for a moment before it's fizzling out. The dragon shakes his hand and just. Those tricks don't work on me.
Well, it worked twice.
Hi.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, that's probably it. I
Alright.
can't really.
With that being it, at the end of your turn, can't use any of those. It's going to make use a legendary action to try and observe all the people on the battlefield, making a perception check against a DC of 29. Yeah, no, it's not able to see Locket. None of the other legendary actions would work. So,
You can get it 29.
no, he can't. So yeah, that doesn't work. So it's not able to find Locket anywhere, and it gets slightly frustrated, just like, and it's readying to leave.
Bye, motherfucker.
But after Friedrich, it's Duzar's turn, who's currently frightened from the dragon.
Start running into the forest, screaming like a little bugbear girl.
Right?
Because I think that's funny.
Right? So he runs into the forest slightly, gets behind one of the trees. He gets to redo redo the saving throw. So can you, by the way, Friedrich. So
You can
roll
reach.
roll another wisdom saving throw for both of you.
That's a 2.
And an
2.
11.
No, both of them are still frightened.
Yep.
Oh Jesus. Fine. After that, it's going to be Ned's turn.
Shoot it, arrow boy.
If I look past the wall,
Yeah. If you look past the
Right.
wall, you see the wind wall in between you. The dirt still flying upwards slightly for 15 feet. Then you have the wall of thorns in the distance, and then the dragon ever so slightly poking above it.
alright, I will move towards the Tsar, basically. So I sort of like move back to the position I was.
You go
I
5,
guess.
10, 15, 20, 25. You can now look past the wind wall.
And I guess I will try and shoot him
Go for it.
for a last. I
Is this
can't
your
even
last
make
shot?
3 attacks because I don't have that many arrows.
Oh boy, it's lost for arrows. Go for it.
I've run out.
The dragon's looking real bad.
But that does mean I can cast hacks on it with
Fine.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Bonus
If I have a
action. It's 60 feet, right?
I believe so.
Alright. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Oh no, it's 90.
90? No, yeah, you're able to get hex on it. So, the dragon is hexed.
And now we hope.
Go for it, Ned.
This is it. This is all it. This fails.
This might be it. Both these shots.
Ooh, that's an 18 to hit.
18 is its armor class. That hits.
Oh la la!
The lost arrow flies past the wind wall, just barely, like, it bends over the wall of thorns.
20 points of damage.
Ooh,
Yeah, how do you want to do that?
ooh, damn, boy.
I want to just, as it tries to fly off, right? It turns around. It's like rah rah rah. It says something, tries to act tough, but clearly it's just want to skedaddle. Ned shoots just through the tiny gap that's in between the wall, and shoots him in his ass, and that finishes him off.
And as the dragon is like trying to fly away, you fire the arrow. You see this small bit of opening in between the brambles. The arrow just like it hits some of the brambles, and it starts to shake towards it. But it hits the dragon right up the ass, and the dragon just goes ooh as it falls into the river. The water splashes upwards, and the dragon is finished. All of you take a breath
Not okay.
as you all survived this battle. With the dragon laying there, dead.
I was expecting you to say something else.
My last arrow was the magical arrow, so
Oh, that would have been around.
it's still,
The +1 arrow.
Oh no.
I still got it.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Nice.
Or I had to use a poison arrow, but nah, shit, that's too much. It's not worth the money. Oh, that was satisfying.
Okay, let's start looting.
That's
Hell
just
yeah.
All of you, most of you fall down on your ass, tired as shit. How many hit points do you have?
12.
I mean, Tyrus
Yeah,
is
no,
still,
Locke
is
falls
still,
over.
is still inside the brambles, right?
Tyrus
No,
is still
Tyrus
with
fell
his face
over.
laying down.
In the snow.
Yeah.
As a dumbass, but yeah.
17 points of, 17 hit points. So
Yeah, so most of you are tired
Oh,
and
well.
hurt.
Yeah. I've got 13 because I healed my.
Yeah.
and the Tsar only has 8.
So it could be worse. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we could have also been dead. So yeah,
Nice
that was a
shooting.
lot of luck. I feel like at the end.
I mean, do we take another short rest here, or?
It's up to you guys.
I need a short rest.
Oh yeah, so I guess we are.
So you guys all sit down, respectively, before anybody gets up to do anything. You all sit down and breathe for a moment. Most of you are realizing at this point, as most of you weren't, like the players were, but the PCs weren't, you just fought a fucking dragon.
Holy shoot!
Well, I killed one.
I mean,
You killed a dragon by shooting it in the
That's
ass.
you feel
I feel like
fine.
that's also like
shooting,
hunting an endangered species.
Yeah, it's from your general knowledge of dragons, which is legends.
Not a lot.
You would know from legends that they once existed and stuff. There's not many of them, if any at all. You might have killed the last dragon, but you're also probably the first person in the last few hundred years to even kill a dragon. So that boosts your ego a little bit.
Was that a dragon?
Well, I mean, I don't
I mean,
know how a dragon
I was
looks
just
like.
thinking that was the wyvern, right?
I mean,
I mean, it
It's a little different.
should have been.
yeah, it should have been.
Fuck. That was some nice shooting, Ned.
Is that a dragon? I want to check out the dragon.
Alright.
I don't know.
I'm going.
You
with
can make
that.
either a nature or a history check to figure out if it was a dragon.
I will help you, Ned.
Alright, well you can do it
I
with
will-
advantage, Ned.
Well, as I'm an expert in nature.
No.
I have an idea. I'm better at it.
$1 trillion.
This is 12.
12. Yeah, a wyvern normally has this scorpion-like tail. This one does not. A wyvern normally has 2 legs. This one does. This one has 4. And this one spoke. Seemed to be an intelligent
weird.
creature. It's definitely not a wyvern, and it has every signal of it should be a dragon.
Could
In
it?
that case, only one thing goes through Ned's mind. Collect these beautiful green scales. As good as you can.
I
Okay.
will
shot?
help you again.
Where's the Czar at, by the way?
He's like in the forest, slightly sitting up against the tree, just currently just breathing, taking everything in that just happened.
Can I also cut
Really?
off the dragon's head?
The dragon's head's about the size of you, so you can cut it off. You can attempt to cut it off. Your short swords are nowhere near powerful enough to be able to do that, and you wouldn't be able to carry it.
Well, no.
But you can cut off the head.
Could you
how do we?
could you save a claw for me?
You guys can attempt to do this if you wish.
Yes, we will,
All right. So
but not the head.
who is taking what parts of the dragon?
Well, Ned
Uh,
was
I-
taking his scales.
All right. Ned is trying to take off some of the
I and
scales.
Frederick will both take a claw.
All right. Wait. I'll
asked
actually
him
I'll
to
say.
take.
I'll tell you what parts of the dragon could technically be harvested. There are a few claws that can be harvested from it. You can harvest the teeth, the scales, the hide underneath it, and the poison glands that you've taken out of the drakes before, the similar sort.
I will.
I would like if someone can strip some teeth and 1 claw. That's it.
I will do that for you, Frederick, and I
Nice.
will take 1 claw for me and a few teeth for me also.
Well,
and-
you can't just take it.
No,
There
but-
you're going to try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get the
yeah.
claws, and we'll see how many you get.
Yeah, I will do that. Like,
Okay, so for the claws, roll survival check.
okay. Survival is not that high, I guess. Nope. That's an 18.
18. You manage to carefully, over some time, taking about 30 minutes, to remove all 4 claws. So you have 4 dragon claws.
I will take 3 and give 1 to Frederick.
And Fredrik, you have one green dragon claw.
Can I also try it with the teeth?
Sure. Make another survival check. Ned, which part are you trying to harvest? The scales, you said?
Yes, specifically the scales, because that's the pretty part.
Sure.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the teeth, you manage to harvest. Let's see, direct fangs. You managed to harvest 10 dragon teeth, which are these like largest teeth. They're slightly greenish and a bit corroded, but they're pretty decent size. Ned, I would like for you to roll a survival check as well.
Yep. It's a natural 1. Hate to see that.
As Lockett is carefully removing most parts of the dragon, Lockett, you notice that Ned trying to take off most of the scales has fucked up about half the dragon
I will
worth
stop
of
him.
scales.
And I will
Well,
stop,
Go-
Ned. Don't you're not doing it right. You have to be careful.
I mean, have you ever skinned scales from a dragon?
Well, no, this is the
Pretty
first
damn
time I've
difficult.
seen one, but maybe you should take it maybe slower or something. Be careful.
These damn things won't even come off.
I mean, I
yeah,
can
a lot of
help,
the
like-
scales are completely broken and wrecked.
I know, my little-
It's also very impressive to do in such a short time. Think about it.
Well, in the time that Lockett has done the claws and the teeth, you've fucked up half the dragons.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Can I try the dragons?
Sure, there's half the dragon still left, so you can attempt to remove that. So go for it.
Can I, in that time, move to what was his name? The goblin. Oh, they're the
Bug
goblin.
Oh
Bear.
wait.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Bugbear. Yeah. The,
We'll get done with Locket for a second. What'd you get?
Wait a second.
That was just 20.
No, that's wrong. That is a 9.
9. Let's see.
one second.
Your other natural 20, by the way,
skills-
was
Yeah, it was
also
also
a 20.
wrong. I have to do for the teeth again
Okay, roll again for the teeth.
because I forget the D. That
Because
sounds.
the teeth you were doing on your own, but if you wish, Ned could help you with the scales.
Well, that would make sense, I guess. Yeah. I will roll for myself if that's possible.
Yeah.
Sure. So you,
Ah!
I would
stop.
say after Locket sees you fucking up most of the dragon, she helps you with the rest. So you get advantage from that, and you the teeth again, but just no advantage.
The teeth is 8.
8.
Yeah.
In that case, you only managed to get 3 dragon's teeth rather than 10.
That's stupid.
The scales are also not these small scales. They're like these large, almost dinner plate sized scales. Because
Yeah.
the dragon is just that big.
23 this
23.
time around.
Taken carefully, you managed to remove half of the dragon's scales. And you still fuck up some because it's not it's a very hard process. You managed to get a total of 10 very nice, usable dragon scales.
You said there was one more thing.
Like they're these sets and they still have this scale pattern in it. Basically saying if you want to make something out of it, it would still have the recognizable scale pattern.
You said there was one more thing we
Yeah.
could harvest.
Yeah, the poison
Yeah, the
glands.
poison
Oh,
glands.
can
The
I?
poison glands and the hide could still be harvested. The hide is a lot though, so
The poison glands I will try.
right. So make a survival check.
D.
Ed will start looking around the place for other stuff because he has what he wants from the dragon.
Right.
20. A natural.
20. Yeah, you recognizing that it would probably be the same with the drake. So you start cutting in the same place and you find this. It's about twice the size of what the drakes had. But it's the same type of poison. Again, you tie off both ends as some of the liquid poison, the moment it seeps out of one of the leftover veins, once it makes contact with the air, it immediately just it immediately just goes up in smoke. So the only thing that's still harvestable from the dragon is the hide on which the scales were set to be able to stay on it. If
Okay.
somebody wishes to take that, I don't know. Could be useful if you want to put the scales on something useful.
Well, I want to make something more makeshift. I have different ideas. It's probably not going to work, but who knows? It might look cool.
Can I?
Just saying, if you like you were taking off the scales, and you would recognize that having the hide as an underlayer would most represent whatever type of armor this dragon had. Whether you're trying to make a cape, as a shield, armor, whatnot, the hide would definitely help. But if that's not what you're into, then
I mean, a cape is also, well, you know. Now you're bringing me on ideas. That's sure. We'll also try to get the hide,
alright.
a feasible amount to
So
make something.
roll another survival check. If Locket will help you, can do with advantage.
Right, it's a
Wow.
22.
We'll go for the natural 20.
Oh, you helped me. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 22
Alright, 22.
didn't really help me that much.
Let's see, hide.
With
I
did all
three-
the work.
You managed to get a very solid strip of dragon's hide. You managed to skin most of it. It's very big and it's very heavy. It's almost like you're carrying around what seems to be like a large carpet. Like you're
Yeah,
able to
basically.
roll it up.
Sure, I'll write down a large carpet of dragon skin.
Yeah, it's probably going to need to be cured. Otherwise, it will start rotting, and if you don't put it in the bag of holding, it's going to be very unwieldy to carry around.
Okay.
If it fits in there.
If you could technically roll it up and shove it in there as like a spear, almost like as a stick, going straight in it, would be possible with a bit of fumbling around.
Have I moved to the bugbear, by the way?
And you go over to the bugbear. Jazar's sitting there. The moment you go over, he nods at you in recognition, but still kind of pushes through his eyes and, hey, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit hurt, but I found before we fought the dragon, I found some corpse laying in the field. I'm not sure if that's your friend, but you said your friend was here.
Well, given the description the old guy gave, I said it very well might be.
Yeah, it might be. So.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Where's he?
He's over there. I covered him back up again so he wouldn't get too disturbed. But I'm not sure if it's him. But
Sure.
could be.
I'll go check. And he slowly gets
I'll walk
up
with him
and
as well.
you walk with him and you slowly help him uncover the corpse. He pushes over the head slightly. Bit of it, like bits and pieces of grass, stick to the side of the face, and some. It's definitely has some skin eaten away there. It's a gruesome sight. He's been here for a bit. Dizard takes him in and he goes, I'm afraid, yeah, it is him. I expected something like that to happen.
I'm sorry.
It's
My
alright.
condolences.
Sooner or later, we'll get himself into trouble like this. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna get him somewhere else. Could you help me?
Yeah, of course.
We both take some time. He uses a short sword to cut most of the vines and brambles. Being able to slowly remove the corpse from being stuck to the ground. He tosses him around and he takes off his backpack. At this point, noticed that he was laying atop a backpack, as well as what seemed to be a heavy crossbow laid across right around where right over the sternum, the bow being on the outside. You hadn't seen that as you uncovered him for the first time, but that's what he was laying on. Zark takes all that stuff off him, leaving him mostly in just his general armor and clothing, and starts to slowly find a place to suitably lay him to rest.
Yeah, I help him with laying him to rest. I don't pay attention to the stuff. I say to him, well, you should your friends.
Sorry?
You should take the. I don't know what he does with the stuff. Does he just put it aside?
He leaves the stuff where where you guys found the corpse. He leaves the stuff there, seemingly not interested in it at all.
No, okay. Then I'll just help him.
Okay. You guys take some time, and you guys bury the body over some time. It's a shallow grave, and it bulges up from the ground. But once you're done, he goes, "Thank you. It was stupid, but he didn't deserve to die."
It's a shame. You want to say something?
Didn't know him that well, but I'll have to report the fact that he died back to the Hunter's Fang in Donskar. It needs to be reported, but I can't take him all the way back, and I think leaving him here is the best option.
In the meanwhile, I will be...
At least he fought a dragon, probably. He found it.
Well, the dragon definitely fought him. He was looking for this for a long time, but...
Maybe he read it just once.
Maybe he did. Locket, what were you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to the lair. I am collecting all the money and dividing it into
Alright.
5.
You take some time because it's covered under a lot of growth.
I know.
Shit.
And all of you notice Locket just throwing out bits of coins for a bit. And there's this large mound of vines. She will probably be on this for a few hours on her own to be able to get everything out.
I'll just do this on my own.
I guess with me digging, I will take a few hours or so as well.
Yeah.
DM.
Yes?
Did we skin the green drakes?
No, you did not. Those
And
bodies
we'll
are still
start
laying there.
doing that work.
You didn't skin them. They don't. Their scales are not as hard as the dragons.
I don't know, but maybe some extra small scales can like help fill in the gaps. Who knows?
Like the throats of both those creatures. One of them is completely fucked. Another one's more carefully where you removed one of the poison glands. So I would say roll a survival check for each drake to get some hide as well as the scales, if you wish.
All right. Well, the first one is a 13, and the second one is a 24.
All right. So for for the first drake, you managed to remove most of its scales rather well. Most of them are still pretty fucked. But you managed to get some, taking some of the hide along with it. I would say write down you have from that specific one 5 drake scales, 5 worth, like it's multiple little scales, but so 5. And half a drake hide, so 0.5 drake hide. And for the other one, you can write down 10 drake scales and 1 drake hide completely. As you manage to strip these bits and pieces all the way.
Locker, did you give me the teeth already? Or?
I
Yeah.
give you 1 teeth and 1 claw.
Oh, cool.
How many drake scales did I get from the second one?
10.
Sorry.
So you basically got half from one and full from the other.
Right. Sure. I have it all like wrapped up like carpets and put the scales in my bag of holding, and that's like
Sure.
I'm done.
Because how many teeth did you find?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you botched that a little bit.
Yeah, the natural 20 wasn't the real natural.
No.
Waiting for a while. Most of you are doing different activities. Thyra's not really doing anything.
He's laying in the snow.
Thyra's
Staying
Thyra's fell over and hasn't gotten up yet. You notice at this point.
It's been an hour. We've
It's-
been worried.
It's been a few hours. He's laying there, still just like face first into the snow. But at one point, Lockett is done. Lockett is done getting all the gold and such out. You notice it's mostly silver and copper pieces. It's a very recent hoard. As the dragon wasn't that old. Compared to other dragons, at least. You find 2 supreme healing potions.
Ooh.
So that's the top one, the one with like, I think it's like 10d4 plus 20 or something. I'll have to figure out exactly, but supreme healing potions, as well as 912 copper.
912
I hate it.
copper.
Right.
Yes.
You find 8,412 silver.
12
Yep.
silver.
It's gonna fit in my purse.
Nope.
Go on.
1,513. So 1,513 gold.
Supreme, you said?
Supreme,
Supreme
like the
gold.
very top one. And
That's
you
10d4 plus 20.
and you take 62
Jesus.
platinum pieces.
Rick, it's
62?
like the red. The bottle is white and it has like the red Supreme logo on it.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, guys, do we pay
Yeah.
the bugbear? Do I have to split it in 5?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck no, we just pay him. We just pay the guy.
Well, he fought with us, so of course we.
No, well, I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean,
If you
Cyrus
won't
didn't
pay
do
him,
anything.
I will pay him
Cyrus
with my
didn't do shit.
my own share.
Can we just give Thyra's share
No,
to
it does not do that.
No.
That's too
If you want to pay him, I will pay him with my
No,
own
no,
share.
no. We will just do it in 5. Okay.
I know. I'm probably now done, right? with
Yeah.
okay. I then look at the hole with the crossbow and the bag. Where's thingy? I forget his name. The bugbear.
Duzar?
Yeah.
Duzar. I don't know what most of you are watching Locket divide all the money, as that's what she's been doing that the longest. She took the longest to do that.
After we're just done, I want to ask the Tsar if that was his stuff or if he knows.
How do you mean? Well, go ahead and
Was
ask
the
him.
stuff? Yeah, the Tsar was that his stuff then? There in the back, search.
I assume so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he used that kind of weaponry. I'm not sure if the backpack was his, but he laid on top of it, and he didn't have any other one with him. It would be very logical for him to have one.
We could check if he wrote a note.
Sure, go ahead.
You don't want to check?
I don't need to know. If you can take it, you can take it. It's not. He's not gonna have any use for it. It's not my cup of tea, so.
Well, I'd rather you have it than someone else.
I don't need it, thank you.
I don't know what you need to tell the. What was it again? The guild in Danskar?
Yeah. I just need to report him as, well, confirmed dead. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens every now and then.
I'll take a look at it. And if it...
Yeah, so he has the backpack, which seems to be quite empty, as well as the heavy crossbow that was laying next to him. Seems to be in pretty good condition.
Does it have any markings on it?
No, seems to be just a very standard crossbow. It doesn't have anything fancy, no decorations or any other glyphs of any magical kind necessarily. Seems to be a standard heavy crossbow. He also wore a set of studded leather armor, although that has been buried with him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that.
He's got the one weird arrow you already took. He's got 12 other bolts, which you already took. He was carrying on his belt a short sword. And he
buried with him.
And he also was carrying on his belt or not on his belt. This would be underneath the backpack, kind of like a rolled up blanket. Seems to be a net. He was carrying one around with him.
A net?
Yeah, just like the normal net that you can, like the gladiator style net. The only other thing that would be of note next to some, he has a mess kit and a tinder box. He has a bedroll and such in his backpack. The only other thing of note seems to be this small notebook. That once you sift through, it seems to be notations of events and items and such. Most of them containing to either wyverns or dragons. Seems to be a book of interests.
I take the book and then put the backpack on where we buried him and put the backpack on the mound.
Alright. So you'll
and then
put that back. That's what you find. You can take some time to actually read it through to find everything that's in the book. Might be of interest to you. I don't know.
I mean, I'm taking it, and I'm also I have the larger crossbow.
The heavy crossbow. Okay.
Yeah, I'll carry it. I don't if it doesn't have any special markings, I don't assume it's a special.
It didn't have any decoration. Doesn't have any names. No, nothing on it. It seems to be a very standard issue weapon. It wasn't popping up during your detect magic, so it doesn't seem to be magical.
No, yeah, okay, but I wanted to know if it was maybe a family heirloom.
No. It doesn't seem.
Then I would have put it. Then I would put it with the backpack, but now I'll.
You'll take it. All right.
Yeah, I'll just look at it and then. Guess I'll take.
Alright.
I guess I'll take this.
So all of you regroup in the small ruin where Lockett has divided the gold in how many?
5.
In 5. Huh? So how much does everybody take?
Okay, from copper it's 1. Oh my god, I can't read. 182. From silver it's 1682. From gold is 302. And from platinum it's 11. And from everything it's there's one coin left over.
So I assume
How
you
much
take that one.
Gold?
Yeah.
I mean, I
302
have the
gold
special
for
thing.
everybody. 11 platinum pieces for everybody. 1,682 silver pieces. And
I
182
can't carry
copper
all this
pieces.
silver.
300 gold?
302 for everybody. That's dividing it through 5. And yeah, you can take all the leftover ones. And then everybody takes their share. Dudar also pockets his. The only one that doesn't manage to grab, who doesn't take the gold is Styrus, as he is still face down in the snow outside.
Iris,
You're not sure exactly what's going on with him.
you okay?
I will check if he's still breathing.
I make a medicine
Yeah.
check.
Can you do
I
that?
will help you.
With advantage.
I mean, even if I would help you, better.
Well, it is a medicine check.
With advantage.
17, but I have advantage. 18.
18. Alright. Thar's is definitely still breathing. If you turn him around, the side of his face has turned like this slightly bluish purple from being in the snow and being cold like that. His skin is cold to the touch on that side because you guys left him there for a while. But you turn him around, he's still breathing. He's very fast asleep.
Alright.
He's
Well, I'm not gonna
finding
disturb
asleep, though.
No. We should get him warm, so we should make a fire.
Set him on fire.
No,
No,
make
a fire near him so he won't freeze to death.
Like a campfire net.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you guys know how to do that.
Well, actually,
try.
I do not.
I will try.
Alright.
I will try to make a fire.
Go for it.
I have
Make
a
a
whetstone.
fire.
You have a tinderbox. A whetstone is to sharpen your
Oh, no.
sword.
That will
I
help
have a
by
tinderbox.
Alright.
saying when he's doing things wrong, but he
With
just
With the
Commanding.
tinderbox, I would say make a survival check with advantage. Because you have the
It won't
tinderbox.
really
Okay.
change anything. Yeah, well, it's not that bad.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
What'd you
that
get?
could have
I
gone-
start doing it really wrong, and you just. No, that's not how you.
That's just
What'd you-
yelling Gordon Ramsay style. No.
What did you get, Friedrich?
I got a 14.
Yeah. It takes you a bit, and with Ned's aggressive help, you manage to set a fire. It's not that difficult.
Did you have to scream?
I'm
I
just
usually help
enjoying this
Motivated.
spectacle.
I mean, I did it.
I can't play whatever that thing is. I'm not good at singing and all that, so I yell when I want to motivate people.
Well, it seems it works.
Fire. Well, thank you.
But is there
Well,
fire
by the way,
now?
I take out the wooden boat I made. Look,
Oh.
I started crafting wood.
That's
I
Awesome.
made this on the ship. I
How's that
want to
gonna
finish
work?
it,
it's way too small.
but it's supposed to be small.
It
They're
is
both
not a
thrown out.
real boat, Ned. It is a piece of art, like.
Yes, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
Or it's supposed to be a piece of art, anyways.
I will take that as a
I love that I
compliment
wouldn't
for-
know what art is. Can you please define
Like,
Oh, I
art?
wanted to. I wanted to create something.
a creation, yes. That's
Yeah, it's just. This is the first thing I saw, and I thought, well, why not create a
Well,
boat?
if you want to create things, you can also art some bolts for me.
You have to begin small, Ned. Small.
I mean,
Not big.
I can,
Bolts aren't big.
Well, they're kind of different.
I don't want to. I don't want to create bolts. I want to create beautiful thing. I want to create my own cross. Just. Well, I have to start with something. I can work.
You made a boat. Now you just have to make it big so it functions.
Why would I want it to function?
Then we have a boat.
Ned,
We have a boat.
You did not like water. Why do you want a boat now?
Well, look, a boat like that could get us over rivers, right?
I mean,
I'm not saying you want to go with a. No, I'm not suggesting we're going on sea with a rowboat. What are you thinking?
Well,
I don't want to make a. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be functional. It's supposed to be. I wanted to create some. I want to create something beautiful. I'm not done yet.
So you're telling me you're creating something because you want to?
Yeah. Why else
There's
would you
no
create
reason.
something? Why
Well,
else would you create something then? If it's not beautiful. That's the point, right?
No, functionality is usually what you're aiming for, right?
well,
No.
sometimes art is useless, Ned.
It doesn't
It
have to.
sounds useless.
In itself, it's useful. You don't have to make it do something. It moves you from the heart. That's why I started creating music to move people from.
Yeah, that's a form of art too, Ned. Music.
Yeah.
That's also art.
I mean, your music is magical and has function, right?
Yeah, but that's not the primary purpose. Why? That would be boring. Why would I use music then? If I can just magic something up, I will just use a book. If it had to be. You would
why
make
don't
really
you
boring
use
music.
that? It seems so inconvenient that you have to play that thing during the battle. It seems more like a setback than anything. Isn't there a more efficient way to do that?
Yes, but why bother?
I don't know, life.
Yeah, exactly. Why bother if it's not beautiful and you can't make?
I find the thrill of battle quite beautiful in itself.
Well, I guess.
I mean, my bow hitting things is my music. If that makes any sense.
Yes, like
It does.
you hit the dragon.
Yeah, that was quite a.
That was a good shot. But
Still, I don't just. I mean, it's it does look like a boat. If that makes you feel any better.
it does.
I mean,
It will.
it
It's not
probably
done yet.
it also probably stays afloat, but you can sit in it.
You want to try?
You wanna sit in it?
No, no. It's not even as big as his hand. No, why are you?
I mean, it's not done yet.
Look, are you stupid?
No, you are.
Wow.
So, what do you guys like to do? You guys take some time to sit here. I've made a fire. It's still about midday.
Ned gathers up his stuff after Luck had said that and starts walking.
Alright, Ned gets his stuff and gets up, start walking. Duzar goes, oh, are we leaving?
No, only
I
Ned
mean-
is.
Either. Why would you say that to him? Not.
I mean,
That's-
it is true. Of course, it did not
No.
mean to.
It's not true.
Well, he
Just
kinda
because we
is.
disagree doesn't mean he's stupid.
But he kinda is. I mean, he is.
I mean,
is
not more
smart.
stupid than the rest of us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, right? Let's just enjoy the fact that we're still alive and just have something to eat. Wait until Tyrus.
Wakes up.
I mean,
Cyrus
that's-
there, you guys set him up against the wall of the building, and he's just sleeping. Loud.
He is asleep. How long did he not sleep?
5 days, something like that.
This would have been right around the 4th day, I think.
Well, that's
Educated
probably not
guess.
very healthy.
No, I don't think so.
How did
you?
he do it?
I
How
don't know.
can you stay awake?
I can't stay awake for more than 1 day. I will be completely useless.
I need my sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty useless.
And I need a bed,
Well,
because otherwise, what's? I
I
want
mean-
to sleep.
yeah, but I can sleep outside too.
That's way too cold for that.
I mean, yeah, but if it has to be done,
I mean, if it has to,
we don't
Sure.
always have to have a choice.
I'd rather have a bed.
I mean,
Much
yes,
rather have a.
but I would rather have a house and warm food every night and
That would be good.
safe.
Speaking about warm food, I want to cook up a meal.
Finish cooks up a meal. Ned, what are you doing? You walked away. Where are you going?
You do hear me still saying.
Well, he's walking away. You wouldn't have heard that. If he takes up a
Well.
decent pace.
Depends
Not
how
just-
decent.
Is gonna move towards the village.
Alright?
Oh, you're just gonna head
So
back.
as the rest of you wait for Tyrus to wake up, right around he wouldn't wake. He doesn't wake up for a while, and a few hours pass, and Ned's nowhere to be seen. Tyrus is still asleep. Slowly starting to get a little bit darker.
Ned will try to be low key through the.
Sure, make a stealth check.
As he, it's probably not as safe as forest.
Did Ned just really leave?
Yeah,
16.
he did.
I thought he might come back.
So, what are you, Ned? At the beginning of evening, about half an hour after sunset, you come back to the village. You're fine. You haven't been followed by anything. Not been attacked. The rest of you are at nightfall, if you wish, still at the ruin.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm waiting for Tyrus to wake up.
Yeah.
Right? It's nightfall and Tyrus still hasn't woken up. You guys still waiting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will then prepare to make some kind of camp.
Alright. Ned, where do you spend the night?
I want to go to the guy like at the edge of the village, who
Right.
hunted and stuff, and
Yeah.
making our arrows.
You go over to Ferry, and the Hobgoblin. At this point, it's late. It's a little bit later, so he is home. You come there. At this point it would be 2 days later, so he has finished all 120 arrows for you, or bolts
Well,
for
us.
for both of you. So you're able to pick those up.
But I also want to ask for some other things.
All right. What else do you want to ask for?
I want to ask if he can help with getting the skins. I don't know exactly the process, but getting the skins to a good state where they're usable.
Huh?
If he has any.
Ferry simply goes, "What kind of skins would you find? How big are they? It all depends on what you're trying to do."
Ned pulls out. He also has like the big roll,
Mm-hmm.
and he also pulls out one of the scales.
Alright, you pull up the whole hide. He goes, "Oh, I mean, you'd have to set up one of those drying racks that I have outside, and he points outside of one of the windows. You see a smaller drying rack, which seems to be currently housing the skin, which presumably should be something like a fox, a decently sized creature. He goes, you'd have to need something like that. Although, this is quite big. But that's what you would have to do to dry the skin, and once it's dried, you can keep it around until you start working with it. If that's what you wish.
Well, I figured if you can help, maybe we can do it tomorrow if you think it's too late now. We can make some startups.
I mean, if you wish, we can try setting it up right now. I can show you how to do it.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time.
Alright. For the remainder of the evening, Ferry lives alone. He spends about 2-3 hours with you to be able to set up the drying racks, making them big enough. These drying racks are not standing on their own. You actually make them big enough that they actually have to lean against the house itself. But you manage to both the drake's hides and the dragon's hide, putting them up to dry. He tells you it should take about a day before you're able to take them off again and preserve them for a longer period of time.
Is it too much to ask, maybe? Can I sleep here somewhere?
Sure, we're going to have to take the couch, I'm afraid, but yeah, you could.
That's fine. I just want to make sure, look out for those skins.
No problem.
I imagine they might be quite valuable.
I doubt that anybody's going to be able to take them. They're quite large.
Well,
Try.
Not unnoticed, that is.
Of course. No, feel free. Yeah, no problem. He's like, look weirded out for a bit.
I, by the way, give him 20 gold.
And he goes, thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you helping the place. And I think you're a good guy.
Thanks, you too. And he turns around and he goes, good night. And he goes into like the smaller side bedroom and he goes to bed. Is there anything else you would like to do at night? Any of you?
Yes, I would like to continue the boat that I was working on.
Alright. Make another dexterity check, adding your proficiency, or not your proficiency bonus because you're not proficient with the item.
Yeah, just dexterity bonus.
Yep. Straight dexterity check.
That's a 15.
15, okay. You start carving it up a little bit more, and it becomes a little bit more recognizable. You start to see the layers of multiple planks, starting to get some real shape into it.
By the way, can I do something just before it gets dark?
What do you want to do?
I want to scry on someone.
Okay.
You want to cry?
Yeah, I want to cry. That too.
What do you want to scry on?
Let me see.
You want to cry?
I want to cry.
Cry. Piss yourself.
And I
Terra.
presume we have enough time so I can try to figure out what the arrow, the bolt, the special bolt does.
Yeah, you will. Alright, so Tara's your younger sister, right?
Yeah.
One of your. Alright. Yeah.
Younger.
You.
What?
What?
You focus
What?
for a bit on
I'm still in the
on
group, by
Tara,
the way.
and it takes you a bit, and you're sure that it should have been successful, but there's nothing that it doesn't manage to find her.
Da-da-da.
The bolt, on the other hand, spending some time with it for trying to figure out its properties,
Mm-hmm.
slowly realizing this is a particular bolt of slaying. This one particular for any creature with the dragon type. Meaning, I'll give you the card, but meaning that if you hit a creature of the dragon type with this bolt, that includes any creature such as a wyvern, a dragon turtle, or a dragon, it deals an extra 6d10 piercing damage.
Okay.
No shit.
6d10?
6d10.
Jeez.
Damn.
Pretty weird.
I will
Pretty whack.
write 2 letters
Whack.
this night.
Alright, you're writing extra 2 letters. Still, you have 4 now that you haven't sent yet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
I
sure. The morning comes and Thyros wakes up as well. All of you slowly make your way back to the village. You will all reunite with Ned as well. Ned, you somewhere in late afternoon they'll come back. You and Ferry roll up the skins and finish up there. Being able to take them with you at this point, you all set out to go towards the older gentleman who had the horses for you, or would have them. Once you get there, you what's your proof for killing the dragon?
Like the claws and the teeth.
Okay. You present that stuff at him. He momentarily screams back at you, "What?" before understanding what you're actually saying.
The dragon's dead.
Oh, the wife.
Or the wyvern's dead.
That's very good.
I'm sorry about your ox, though.
You paid me for it, right?
Yes,
So it
I
should
did.
be okay. I got the horses back. How many will you need?
I got the horses.
4, right?
Yeah. 4.
We would like 4 if that's alright with you.
Okay! And he goes back. You all follow him to the stables and you can choose and pick. All of you get a horse except for Thyros because he can spawn on himself.
What kind of horses are there?
Yeah. What kind of horse?
What do you... most
I
of them,
just want to know.
they're all riding horses. So none of them are bulky build war horses or anything like that.
But what kind of horses?
Very
Like-
nice
like-
horses. Very, very
what's
nice.
the color, man? What's the eye color?
The
Well,
breed.
you can choose what your horse looks like.
I don't know what I want.
It's
to
blue.
make it-
Yeah.
Rabbit.
But you'll get your horses. Dizar turns to all of you and simply goes, I'm going to help both those people who we took with settle down here. I will not be traveling with you down yet. If you ever find yourself in Donskar, come over to the Hunter's Fang and you can find me there. Most of the time, at least.
The Hunter's Fang?
The Hunter's Fang, yes. It's a monster hunting guild in Donskar. Of course, don't look me up right there because I'm going to be here for a while still. I'm going to help set those two up here so they can at least stay around comfortably. Thank you for the money. That will definitely help. Good luck to all of you. And hopefully I'll see you in the future again. And
Yeah.
Dizar takes his leave. We're going to take care of Dario and Emma, the 2 other people you took with you on the ship. As all of you
Didn't know they had names.
sit on the get on your horses and because you don't take walnut, you'll take your horses and start having this half day's worth of journey left towards Downskar, making the first steps towards your eventual goal. And with that, we're going to be ending the episode right there. As you guys set out to actually get to the city you guys were trying to get to. Thank you all for coming out. Luke didn't end up coming here. Hopefully it will be here next week. Or this Saturday, actually. Everybody don't forget that we...
Monday.
Monday,
It's Saturday now.
Oh yeah, you're right. So next week.
It's hard.
So, don't forget, we stream twice a week now, and we will have a DM's podcast again next week on Wednesday. If you're interested in watching every other episode we've done so far, go over to our YouTube channels down in the description below. We have every episode up till now uploaded on there. Also, all the DM's podcasts are going to be uploaded soon, which I haven't done. I should have been doing that, but I haven't yet. With that, thank you all for coming to play. Thank you all for coming to watch. And we will see you again this Monday. Bye-bye.
If you have a minion-rific Tuesday.
Have a group test.